Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead, Fall River Media. Right now, I'm waiting on my waiting on a couple of people to come on um, on my show today. Today, let me see here. Let's see if anybody else is coming on here. So today, I was at the so today I was at the this morning I was taking a bus, and then I went at the bus terminal, and I saw then I get on the 103. Then my sources tells me that that you know you know that the security guards are leaving. So I was like, wow. I mean, are you kidding me? Yeah. So that was a breaking news this morning. Matter of fact, um, I went on. I went on live. Uh, Eric. There's Annalisa right there. Okay. Hello, Annalisa. Welcome back to my show again.
I'm trying to get my phone situated. For me, it all takes a little time to get used to.
Yeah. No, I know. Uh, this morning I was I was on the 110 bus headed out to the terminal, and as soon as I got to the terminal, I hopped on the 103, and what happened after that? Then I can't mention he mentioned his name, so I'm just gonna say it. That he came on a bus, and he was talking to the other bus driver. The security guards from the Fall River bus terminal is leaving. They're withdrawing the contract over there. And I found out a little bit more about why, because there was a security guard over there in the morning, causing all kinds of trouble with the people over there. And so SRTA,
The security guard was causing problems.
causing problems. Yes, the morning one, and and a and so SRTA um, is withdrawing their contract because they don't want to take care of the problem. They don't want to address their issue with their security guard. So that's why everything's being withdrawn. So can you imagine what a mess it's going to be over there at that
So
bus
you're saying
terminal?
there's going to be no security guards? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. In two
When
weeks,
is this? When is this going to happen?
2 weeks,
In two
in,
weeks?
in 2 weeks. Yep. They're going to withdraw. They're withdrawing the contract from the security company.
The bus. That's the bus company.
Yes, that's
The
the
bus
bus
company.
company. The bus company, yeah, is withdrawing the security company contract that they had with them gone. So just imagine how much of a mess it's going to be over there.
That means they don't have money. That's what that
Uh,
means.
that's probably what it is. I haven't confirmed yet. I haven't confirmed that one yet, but I'm hoping that they put some kind of coverage over there so that way there ain't no. Um, so that way, Eric was supposed to come on, but I don't know if he is. So I don't know if that's going to happen. So it is what it is. And also I'm hearing that I'm hearing, not confirmed yet. I'm going to say it, not confirmed yet, that there ain't gonna they are probably going to keep the free buses. Because a woman had told me on the bus, oh, there's Eric now. So that's why, hey, Eric. So
Hey,
I want to. Annalisa's on too. So
Eric.
so
hey, what's
Eric.
going on, guys?
So yeah. so we're gonna. I'm gonna fill you in on the bus on the security guard situation, and that there ain't gonna be no security guards over there. The SRTA is withdrawing their contract because of what I did find out, that there was one of the security guards in the morning that works over there, the big heavyset guy. I don't know his name, but they said that he was causing all kinds of problems over there, and starting trouble and everything. So that's why SRTA does not, because the security company don't want to, fix the problem. So, I mean, that's as far as it goes. So, but I hope SRTA gets more coverage over there. So, for the people to keep people safe over there. So that's the story with SRTA.
Do
And
you think do you
Go
think
ahead.
crime is going to go up or get out of hand because there are no security guards there in a couple of weeks? Now they know all
Yeah.
these, people that want to cause trouble. Now I guess they're going to know that in a couple of weeks there's going to be nobody there. Did they do anything anyway in the first place?
Uh, well, I mean, the security guards, they don't do anything anyways. As Eric was a former security guard over there. Eric, can you say something about it?
Yeah, well, ever since I left, I feel like not much has been getting done around there. Um, I feel like the security guards don't care as much anymore. When I was there, I had a lot of power, and I knew a lot of the people that were there, so people attempted not to do a lot of stupid things around me or anybody else around there. But just seeing that security is not going to be there anymore, it's going to be bad. The police department's going to be there nonstop, and they got to figure something out. Whether they get another security company in there, or I really don't know. I don't think they're going to be able to get another security company because they won't let them carry. You know what I mean? They won't let them carry guns, tasers, anything
Yeah.
like that.
Eric, is the bus company funded by the state or the federal?
Oh, it's
Uh,
federal.
yeah, it's all federal.
So, I mean, I think we talked about this before. If it does get out of control, then President Trump did step in, like he did in Boston when a 60-year-old woman was pushed off the bus. Remember, and they got involved. So, if it's going to get out of hand, they could get involved. If he hears about it, that is. If it makes national news, they could get
Wow.
involved.
Well, it's making YouTube news right now.
Well, I think Fall River Police Department needs to get a hold on that. Whether somebody strictly do all that, or put another substation in there.
Well, that bus company, that but well, that but yeah, the bus company, that bus terminal, when it was originally built, right? Um, it was originally built, and they have a substation in there,
Oh, they
and
still do. It's a smaller room, but
yeah,
nobody stays there, Dave. That's the problem.
no, but we
What
gotta
about
have. Go ahead,
the
Elisa.
sheriff's department? Didn't we talk about that too before? The sheriff's
Yeah,
department?
we did talk about that too, and
Why can't
Sheriff,
they come down? I don't understand. Why can't they come down?
I don't understand that either.
Nothing, Dave. Every single time something goes off, it's always the state police that show up.
Hmm.
Never the sheriff's department.
But Sheriff Haro is in a lot of trouble himself. So
Oh yeah, and he has a big to do with a lot of the crap that goes on because I have a feeling it's because of him, and that's why we can't get the backup that we need.
Aren't you
yeah,
guys voting for a new sheriff this year?
I think so.
I think so.
I
Is
can't
it?
remember when exactly it is, but I know we're getting somebody else in for
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
good.
because
So somebody's running against this guy because he sounds like a loser.
He is
no,
a
he
loser.
is. He's one of the biggest losers around, Sheriff Haro. I mean, I love Hodgson because you want to know why? Because Sheriff Hodgson, anything you wanted, Sheriff Hodgson would have gotten it for you,
Oh
no
yeah,
matter what.
me and him go way back. I worked at a prison in Rhode Island, and I worked with one of his best friends as a prison guard. So I know Sheriff Hutchinson very well, but
Yeah.
this new guy is horrible.
Uh,
Wasn't he caught at a protest, Dave?
oh yeah, he was caught at a protest at a No Kings protest.
He sounds like a libtard. Oh my god.
No Kings protest.
Yeah.
Who is that
No,
crap?
He would be somebody that would fight against ICE if they decided to ever go to Fall River.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
100%.
100%. You're 100% right. And I did talk about that too yesterday about ICE in Minnesota. I mean, it was. I want to say it was self defense. You know what I'm saying? And because I looked at all the videos, and I'm like, okay, so
Self-defense, my God, she was impeding an operation. What do you do? What the hell is she doing?
Yeah,
yeah,
Why are
he
you?
can't do
That
that.
is obstruction of justice. What
No,
the heck?
yeah, that's on
Why?
a
Why would
federal
you want to
investigation.
do that?
That's
yeah,
interrupting a federal
That that's a crime.
investigation.
a
That's
federal
a.
Yeah,
investigation.
right.
I mean, peacefully protesting,
I said
and
that the other day to somebody. Because somebody went
yeah,
off about all these protests and stuff. I said, listen,
that's not a
it's one
protest.
thing.
No,
It's one thing to have a protest where you guys are just standing there
right,
and expressing
exactly,
yourselves,
right,
versus you're going out there, you're throwing shit at ICE agents, you're blowing
right.
shit up. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
While they are conducting an operation, you can't do that. You can't do
No.
that.
Just
And
because
I
you don't
said
like it.
And I said that this morning when I went live outside at the bus stop this morning. I said that this morning too. I says, I mean, why is this lady, intercepting, the ICE agents, okay, cutting in front of them. That's assault and battery. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
When
of
you
course,
when you cut in front of a federal agent and their SUVs like that, and they're conducting,
an
an
investigation,
investigation.
right?
That's assault, believe it or not. And,
That's like Dave. That's like me as a police officer, right? If I'm conducting an investigation and someone comes into the middle of my investigation and they start screaming at me, telling
That's
me to f
right.
off,
Yep.
that's telling me something.
yeah,
That's against the
well,
law. That's
yeah,
against the law.
it is.
You can't
And
do that.
why is and I don't get it and understand why this lady did this. You know what I'm saying? Knowing, okay, knowing that she's gonna get hurt.
What makes it even worse, Dave, is she had cocaine in her car, and she
Oh,
admitted that she brought her kids to school and picked them up.
oh my goodness.
Oh, she had cocaine inside it. She had
She
cocaine in
has.
there. Oh
Let me tell
boy.
you, they keep uncovering a lot of things about this one woman, and she lost custody of her children, at
Wow,
least
she
two.
did.
Wow.
And you know how hard that is to lose a woman to lose custody of their children. That is unheard
Right.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So she
that
must
is
be she must be pretty bad.
Right.
Well, she was pretty bad, but
I mean, they found drugs in her
what
car.
is it
That's a
worth it? Yeah, is it worth what she did to lose her life? Was it worth it? No.
no. Just because you don't like
It's
something doesn't
stupid.
mean you interfere in it.
I
Did
mean,
you see the guy I saw it today in Minnesota who is guarding his house against ICE with a rifle?
What?
oh
Yeah.
God,
People
Yeah,
and
amaze the hell out of
he's
me.
got a rifle.
people always maze the hell out. People
I
maze
mean,
the hell out of me. I'm telling you,
here's
you're right,
another
Eric.
idiot. Here's another idiot that if he decides to confront ICE, he's gonna get shot.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, because
I
I
saw a
is
picture of this kid. He had to be in his 20s. He didn't say how old he was, but he looked like he was in his 20s, sitting on the trunk of his car with an AK-47 in his hand. And then he said, I guess he told one of his friends he was waiting for ICE.
oh my
Can you believe
God,
that
You
shit?
really think that they're gonna beat ICE? Give me a break.
no,
Those
they're
people
But
not,
are
man.
my
insane.
thing was there is, okay, in Minnesota, yes, they have ICE, but they have National Guard on standby just in
Yes,
case
they
shit gets
do.
ugly over there. So what
Yes.
I said was, you think you're smart by sitting there on the trunk of your car with an AK-47. What if the National Guard gets deployed and one of your buddies is part of the National Guard, he's a soldier, and you wind up shooting him? How are you gonna feel?
These
Feel
people are
terrible.
stupid.
That's
People
stupid.
still, yeah, people are dumb.
They don't learn their lesson that
No.
somebody lost their life. This woman lost her life for what? For what?
Yeah, these people in the National Guard are all from the U.S. and they're all part of somebody's family. So, and you're gonna start shooting
You
and,
gotta
and being
start.
stupid?
Yeah,
Doesn't make sense.
no,
He's
it
not
don't.
gonna last. That kid is not gonna last 5
And what?
seconds.
And look at this. And what about Tampon Tim?
Uh,
Sorry, Annalisa. I mean that. I mean
he's
he's
another disaster.
yeah.
God.
He just you did you know that he just I think he resigned or something or
Did he
somebody.
really?
I don't know if he resigned.
No,
Annalisa,
he's not running for governor. That's what he said.
okay, all right,
Oh,
okay.
okay. I was
Thanks
gonna
a lot
say.
for clarifying that. I appreciate it
Again,
because
he's not running. Yeah, he's not going to run. Well, because of the scandal,
oh,
there,
yeah,
the billions of dollars that he allowed the Somalis to do, and Elon Omar too, who's
yeah,
worth now $30 million when she didn't even have a cent to her name, and her husband as well. Now they've got $30 million. Gee, I wonder how.
yeah. They scammed it. That's what they did.
That's right. They all do it. They all do
Yeah,
it. She's not the
Yep.
only one. They
yeah.
all do it.
I mean, with all this ICE stuff and that's going on, and people getting in their way, they're throwing fireworks at them, and and so
I'm surprised nobody else has gotten,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. So I'm
ended their
very
life. I'm
yeah,
surprised that that hasn't happened again.
yeah. I'm going to tell you, the ICE agents, they're not going to back down from nobody. Okay?
No, they
No,
won't.
they're not going to.
And if it gets too ugly where everybody's armed and shit, that's when the National Guard's gonna come out and they're gonna have to do what they have to do.
They're going to have to.
Aren't
They'll just take them right out. Yeah.
aren't the National Guard not armed?
Uh it depends. I mean, something like this where people are actually arming themselves against ICE, they're probably gonna
That
be
they
armed.
would? Okay.
But
Well,
in certain
national.
situations they wouldn't. You know what I mean? Depends.
Yeah.
Well, the National Guards, they carry I think AR-15s. I think
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They carry AR-15s. Then
I was
so
in the army. My cousin was in the National Guard. I believe they do. I'll have to
yeah,
ask him. But it's crazy, this world. right
Yeah,
now.
it is. And you know, son, and if it gets any worse, then they're gonna have to send out the special forces and the Marines. So, and to take care of the whole
I
situation.
mean, the army's going to come.
Yeah,
Army's
it'll
Yeah.
going
be
to be on the ground.
the
So
army. The
yeah,
army is the next special thing, and then it would be after the army, it would be the Marines. And if you get past the Marines, then you go you're going up against the Navy SEALs, and good luck.
and good luck with the Navy SEAls because the Navy SEAls will take you right out like in a heartbeat. Boom. Like, you wouldn't even see them coming.
Yeah, they come right in your back door 5 seconds later after you talk to everybody.
Oh my
That'll
gosh.
be the Navy SEAls, man. I'm telling you. You know, they're like ninjas, them guys. those guys, you wouldn't even notice that they're in your house.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's how
crazy.
bad they're crazy, man. Navy SEAls.
How
I
much
mean,
training they go through, it's nuts. They go
oh,
through even more training than I went through going to
Yeah,
the
are
army.
they? I wonder if they. I know that I mean, I heard, and have been, some posts and reports that ICE is trained by the IDF of Israel.
Really?
really?
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't
I
know
didn't
that.
know that.
That's crazy.
yeah,
Is that
and and that's military style. The
Right.
IDF is military.
IDF?
So the ICE agents actually go to Israel and train with them. Not only does ICE, but I heard like New York City police are
Wow.
trained by them as well, and so are the firefighters of New York City.
Damn.
Yeah.
And there are probably others, but I'm not aware of because they keep it under tabs.
Right.
But the IDF is ruthless, and I can be ruthless too.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, when they need to be, yeah.
Right. I mean, I've seen people with black eyes and swollen faces, and you
Oh yeah,
know
they go crazy.
blood and all that stuff. So, hello.
Yeah, Linda said hello.
So yeah, that's what I heard, and I think it's been verified that they do train with the IDF.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good thing though. With everything that goes on in this world, you got to be prepared.
Yep. Yeah, if you're not prepared, forget it. You know.
Well, I mean, is it necessary that they have to be trained by military? Does ICE have to be military style trained? Can't they just train with what we've got it here? Why do they have to be trained militarily? Is that a good idea? I don't know.
I mean, I really don't have an idea. I always thought they were getting trained through like the state police, what the state police go through, or something like that. But
They might be doing that as well, but they also go to Israel.
that's crazy. I think that's a bit too much.
That's what I mean.
Because then they
Th-
come
th-
back
This
and they
is
feel like they have all the power in the world, you know?
That's right. This is military style. ICE is kind of like military style. They're
Like the
trained like
stuff that I
military.
went through when I went
Okay.
through training for
Oh,
the military.
all right. So I just researched it. What you guys want to know? It says no. ICE does not have to be trained by the military. ICE is
No,
a
it doesn't have to be trained, but they
Yeah.
are.
They don't
yeah.
have to, but they already are. So
So yeah.
They
So
are trained. They are
civilians and federal law enforcement agencies under the Department of Homeland Security, and it is officers, agents.
all right, so they're trained by the like border patrol and shit.
Yeah, they're
The
trained like
CIA, the
But that's
CIA, the
still
FBI is also trained by the IDF.
right. So they're all getting trained by them.
Yes, they're all getting trained.
Yeah.
This
So
is military style.
that answers the question.
so it's agents thought that law enforcement academy training is not military based basic training, but what it
They tell you that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not military, but the
They
IDF.
yeah.
They can tell you that all they want on media
Right.
and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but what goes behind the scenes they don't tell you.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, of course not.
Yeah. But I mean,
Just
sometimes.
like an example, Dave. I got my state job like last week, right? They tell me a bunch of stuff that I'd be doing, but there's a whole lot of crap that they left out behind.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So
If it's
you see
So,
what I'm saying?
yeah, you
so
don't have
here
to.
is. Hold on a second. Where am I? Okay. So I found. Hold on. How do I do this again? So I found right here the relationship and the overlap between the
Oh, let me.
IDF
All right, wait a
and
second. Let me
ICE.
pull it up. All right. Yep. Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
it
okay.
says the IDF and ICE have been noted to share certain operational strategies, particularly in the context of border security and law enforcement. Both
Right.
organizations have been involved in practices that prioritize national security, often at the expense of civil liberties and human rights. Well, yeah, that's what happened in, well, people will say that in Minnesota. For instance, ICE's deportation efforts have drawn parallels to IDF operations in terms of their approach to surveillance and enforcement. That's true. Training and exchange programs. There are documented instances of training exchanges between U.S. law enforcement agencies, including ICE and the IDF. These programs often focus on counterterrorism tactics and border security measures, which can lead to the adoption of controversial practices such as racial profiling and aggressive enforcement tactics, which is exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That is what's happening. That is what's
Exactly.
happening. That's why I say the best thing to do is to stay away from these people.
Well, yeah. Well,
100%.
I mean, people make a mistake. Okay, people make a mistake, and they think, ICE ain't gonna arrest me. Well, you know something, ICE is going to arrest you
No, they're
if they
just going to beat
conduct.
the crap out of you. That's what they're going to do. If they
Yeah, of
don't
course.
arrest you, they're going to beat the crap out of you because that's what the IDF does. They do the same thing.
And they're gonna spray you in the face with mace. That's what they're gonna do. So I mean, you're getting
No,
that
they're
right.
not. No, they're not. No, they're not. The
Well,
IDF does not do that. The
let, let,
IDF is brutal.
let me tell you, if I was an ICE agent and somebody came up to me and tried to attack me, they're getting sprayed in the face. That's what they're getting. They're getting sprayed
No,
right in the face.
I don't think that would happen, Dave. First of
Well,
all, I don't even think they carry mace.
they do carry
Yeah,
mace.
they do.
ICE
ICE
carries
does.
mace.
Unfortunately, they do.
Oh,
Well,
you
I
should see
really
them.
don't think that that's the first thing that they're going to go for.
No, they won't go for the mace.
No.
They'll probably go for the gun or the taser that they carry.
Well,
No.
people. What happened to that woman is controversial, understood, but you cannot because I've done stand-ups in Swampscott,
Yeah,
and
and that's the truth. She has.
the Swampscott police are already on. They're already on high alert. Okay, especially if there's a lot of people there. They're like looking at every direction because they're concerned about their safety.
Right.
So the last thing that you want to do to these police is harass them and
Right.
annoy them like they did, those two women did to the ICE agent. You do not do that, okay? You don't do that in those, especially when they're conducting an operation. They're already on high alert with these people. They don't know if they're armed, they don't know anything about them,
Of course.
like so why would you go and bother ICE and be sarcastic and smiling at them? And it's not a joke. What they're doing is not a joke. It's
Yeah.
terrible. It's
It
terrible.
is.
And
It
and
is.
this
It's horrible.
lost her life because of being really stupid, just acting stupid.
Yeah, that girl did lose her life for that.
Because her partner told her to leave.
Yeah. Oh, I did. I mean, I looked at every single video. I was watching videos of it and everything. I was like, wait a second, there's something wrong here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people are blaming ICE for this. Why are they blaming ICE for this when it's this woman's fault, you know? I mean, come on.
I think they sometimes ICE forgets their mission statement sometimes,
Yeah.
which is to be able to keep the peace, but also take the people that don't belong here. You know what I mean? The people that don't belong in this country. I think they sometimes forget that and they get sidetracked and then they get wrapped up with fighting people.
Which
Well,
is that's which is that's not what they that's not ICE. The ICE doesn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Which I understand.
they want to just clean up the mess that the former president caused. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why they're out there, is to clean up the mess. You know what I'm saying?
they're
They don't.
legally out there. They're
Yeah.
legally out there to do that.
Right.
Yep. And President Trump put him out there too. So
And that's what
Well,
people don't
he
see.
voted for that.
yeah. Yeah, he put him out there. President Trump put him out there, and they're there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Not because of that Trump wants to, make everybody's life miserable. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they're there for a reason, because of
Well,
the
didn't
illegals and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
didn't President Trump say he might invoke the Insurrection Act? He said
I
that before.
heard I heard him say that. I heard him say that.
And he hasn't. That hasn't happened. He does a lot of threats, but there's no action behind his words. His threats, just like Pam Bondi, she's the same.
Well, you know what? The reason my beliefs is the reason why I think he said it is probably to scare them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure if he had to invoke that Insurrection Act, I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would do it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Well, the Insurrection Act doesn't that allow the army to go in, right? Military.
Yes,
yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
it allows the military, all the military to go right in there.
Well, now that we've seen people with guns, who knows if that could happen?
Yeah.
But Pam Bondi, I believe, didn't they subpoena the mayor of Minneapolis and the governor, Tim
I
Walz?
believe so.
I
Yeah,
believe
they
so.
subpoenaed those two to see what links that they have to this fraud.
Right.
Oh, the daycare and adult daycare in New York. Oh my God.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like they put up a storefront of a daycare, and then when you go inside, nobody's there.
Yeah, me and Dave were talking about this last week.
Last week, yeah, we were talking about this.
It was freaking crazy.
Hey, Eric, you want to go open up a daycare and not have any kids in there?
Hey, let me tell you something, bro. We'll be millionaires.
Yeah. All we got to do is just live off the state. Hey.
You guys are gonna get caught.
Yep.
No, I'm not that stupid to do something like that.
Obviously, they
Yeah.
were.
Well, how long has this been going on? This has been going on for a while.
I was gonna ask that. How long have those daycares been open that they got $9 billion? Some of them ended up
That's
with millions.
that's the total, and that's been going on since 10 or more years ago.
Oh, and then Lisa, the other thing that I brought up to Dave was not once did the health department went in there, not once did the fire department go in there for inspections. And you're supposed to have all those records.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild. It's wild. This corruption is just wild.
Yeah.
We're getting robbed left and right, up and down the town.
Oh yeah.
We cannot get a break. We cannot get a break.
It's insane.
Yeah, it is. It's insane.
From the local, state, and federal level. Property taxes, sales taxes, income taxes, federal taxes,
Yeah.
excise taxes, sales taxes. I mean, when does this nonsense like stop?
And it's not going to stop. Everything's going to continue. Oh, I did a congratulations to the Patriots. The Patriots won the AFC. Congratulations, 28-16. So congratulations to them. And another one I want to bring up, I saw, and it's threading all over Facebook on Mass Live. New Hampton is considering nicotine sales be banned based on birth year.
Yeah, so if somebody, whatever year they choose, I don't know, 2005, I mean, how old would that be? No, you have to be 18 or whatever. Then it will go into effect. But if you were born beforehand, it doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they, is that a big chance that they could do that out here in Massachusetts?
Northampton is in Massachusetts.
Is it? No, but I'm talking about the whole entire Massachusetts.
They could if it works.
I mean, not just northern Mass. I'm talking about the western Mass
Whole
area.
state.
Well, the whole state, rather. So
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
but I don't know what the point of that is. But I guess if do you have to be? I don't know. I don't smoke. Do you have when you buy cigarettes? Do you have to be 18, right? Or no?
Well, yeah. Well, when I used to smoke, I you have to be 18 years old. I don't smoke anymore. So
I mean,
it
I
was
still
18.
smoke now, but I don't know anybody else who's smoking now. But like around those ages, I believe it has to be 18, maybe 21. I don't know.
Hey, I started smoking when I was 16.
Yeah, I
Well,
started
somebody
right
must have
around
bought
there.
the cigarettes for you, or were you able to buy them yourself?
Just go right in the store and just
You
go
bought them
buy them.
yourself?
Yeah,
Because I mean, you knew somebody back then. You know what I'm saying?
Minus
So
18. So 2008. So if they were going to put that law into effect this year, so if you were born after 2008, because that would make you 18, you won't be able to buy cigarettes. Does that make
nope,
sense?
that makes a lot of sense to me. How about you, Eric?
yeah, definitely makes sense.
So when they look at a driver's license and they see 2008, when and if it goes into effect, they're not going to be able to buy cigarettes at all. So they're going to have to find an adult who's older than 18 to have them buy
Yeah.
cigarettes if they want them that badly.
Right.
Well, yep. And I remember back in the day, there was one store that had a pack of cigarettes. They used to take a couple. I don't know if Eric remembers this. They used to take a few out, and they used to sell them for 5 cents a piece. Sometimes
Oh
10
yeah,
cents a piece.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I
That's
like
funny.
that one.
Wow.
How you like that one, huh?
The,
I used to go.
the entrepreneurial spirit at work.
And when I didn't have money for cigarettes, I used to go to that store and go give like maybe 20 cents. I would buy like 20 cents would buy me. Let me see, they were 5 cents a piece. So 20 cents would buy me, I think, 3, maybe 4, single cigarettes.
You
And
could buy single cigarettes?
well, yeah, back then you could.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Back
that.
then, yeah, you could buy single cigarettes back then.
Oh my God. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Oh my, yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
How
Dave,
much is a
remember?
carton now? Do you know? Does anybody know? Like, do you know? Does
Oh,
anybody know how much?
they're up there. They got to be up
I
there
know they're
now.
expensive.
I still go for packs, but I don't know. It's got to be expensive as shit for a carton now.
I think in Rhode Island is $24. $24
Oh
a
my
carton, I
God.
think it is. I think. Don't quote me on it, because the last time when I smoked, I went to Rhode Island, and it was a little bit cheaper than that, $18 a carton. So it might be $24. $24
Oh my
a
God.
carton.
A pack of just one pack is $8,
Yep.
Yep.
ranging
pack.
They
between
went up.
$6 and $12. The medium price is $8. Oh my God. What?
Yeah, it's pretty. Uh-oh. Yep, it's
Oh,
pretty.
I took it down. I took it
Oh,
down.
you took down. Oh, so
I
it's
took down the post.
it's pretty it's pretty hefty when you have a pack of cigarettes that costs us a lot of money these days. You know.
$8 for a pack of cigarettes? That would make anybody want to stop smoking.
Well, I stopped smoking back in 2012. So I used to smoke. Hey, you want to hear a good story about that? Because you guys you're gonna laugh. Okay, I mean, this is a true story. One day, I was walking down the street. I was walking downtown by the courthouse, and I always walk down by that way to go to Dunkin' Donuts to go get coffee. I had a guy come up to me. Hey, you got a cigarette? You got a cigarette? Got a cigarette? I said, all right, here you go. So, and I look at my pack. I said, God, I said, you know what? I said, I only smoked one out of this whole pack, and now I only got like three left. So I started thinking. So I said, wait a second. So I went back home the next day. I bought another pack of cigarettes. So the same guy came up to me and said to me, he goes, hey, Dave, you have a cigarette? I goes, yeah. I says, I have a cigarette. I says, I want $2. He goes, what do you mean? I says, I want $2. He says, if you're that desperate and you want to smoke cigarettes, you give me $2. I made a quarter of my money back. I made a quarter of my money back on the cigarettes that I sold, believe it or not.
There you go.
I said, look, I said,
He actually gave you $2 for one cigarette.
Oh, well, I gave him two cigarettes for $2, two for one.
$1
So
piece.
I
You got
got
a
a
dollar
dollar
for
piece.
each.
Dollar piece, so $2. I said, look, I said, yeah, I'll give you two. That way, two will give you will last until you get your check tomorrow, and you can buy your own cigarettes. So every day, Dave, you got a cigarette? Oh, look, and then the next person will say the same thing. I said, look, you got $2, give me $2, and I'll and a dollar a cigarette, and but I said to him, I said to the other person, I says, I'm running a sale. Sorry, 2 for 3.
Did they ever ask you again? Did they ever
No,
ask you again?
no, they never asked me again because the last time they says, what happened, Dave? I said, no, I don't smoke anymore. I said, I quit. I quit back in 2012. So and that was the last time. I said, what the hell with this? I said, people asking for cigarettes. Hey, you got a cigarette? Hey, you got a cigarette? Even on the bus, you got a cigarette? Hey, hey, Dave, you got a cigarette?
Oh my
It's
God.
like, look, you know what? Hey, look, I said, look, at $1 a piece. I said, sometimes they even run a sale. Uh, three for $2.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah,
you got a cigarette?
Yep, for $2.
for
Hey,
$2.
Dave, you remember back in the day when they used to sell cigarettes out of not cigarettes, but like the cigarette cartons out of the vending machines?
Oh yeah, I remember. Yep, they had the vending machines and stuff in the bars and the stores outside. That people used to buy cigarettes and stuff all the time. Oh yeah.
They don't have them anymore?
No, no more
They
vending.
have them in Portugal. When I go up there to see my family, they have them. They sell them in vending machines still.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Not in
crazy.
this country though. They're all gone.
What's that?
They don't sell them in the vending machines anymore. Aren't they behind the counter? Aren't they locked now?
Yeah, they're all locked up now.
That is so stupid.
Yeah.
Why is why is that? Why can't somebody, if they want cigarettes, go buy cigarettes if they want? If they want to kill themselves, let them kill themselves.
Well, nowadays, when we used to have those vending machines around, even 16-year-olds, 13-year-olds could go in a vending machine and put money in and go get the cigarettes.
Sure.
Oh, of course.
The machine's not going to know.
Yeah, they just went in there, put the money in, got the cigarette. All right, okay, I'll take a Newport, pull the thing back, let the thing go, boom, here comes the cigarettes coming down the bottom.
I remember in high school, that was a big thing with some of the people that I knew, the cigarette Newports. I remember Newports.
Marlboro.
Yeah, Marlboro with a strong one, Newport, menthols, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
I'm
they
gonna.
would smoke like, oh my god, like study period,
Yeah.
lunch or after lunch, they would go out and I can't believe all the kids that smoked. Like you said, 16 years old, 15. I mean, there were a lot of young
Of course.
people that were smoking.
Yeah.
There were a lot. Nobody stopped them then. It wasn't like I'm gonna take the cigarettes away from you because you're too young, you're underage. Like nobody said that at the school.
Nowadays, it's horrible.
Yeah.
They'll
You
run
know,
up to you, take the cigarette out of your hand, and snap it.
you could
Yeah.
smoke, but you had to be outside. You couldn't smoke inside, but you could smoke outside. They allowed
Yeah.
it. They
Right.
allowed it. Nobody said anything. The
Yeah.
school never said anything that you couldn't smoke outside.
It's
Well, the
crazy how much
well,
they can now.
well, the old Durfee High School, the old Durfee High School that I used to go to, we used to have the minute you walk in, you go down the hallway and you go to the left. I think it's the left or the right. I'm not sure where it was. We used to have a courtyard where that people used to go out there and go smoke out in the courtyard. We used to have a courtyard out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where people used to smoke, people used to sit down there and smoke cigarettes all day over there until until the next period. You know what I'm saying? Chat go out there, or your computer would go out there with your phone or your computer, go start typing and puffing away and okay, and keep typing.
We
We had
had
yeah,
we had the woods back there, so if they wanted to go smoke marijuana, that's where they would go.
yeah,
So you couldn't see them.
yeah,
And during the weekends or like on a Friday night when the weekend started, that's where they would go drink.
yeah,
Right.
And that's where they would hang out because you couldn't see them.
yeah,
The
yeah,
smoking cigarettes was done publicly. But if you were going to have marijuana or alcohol, they would hide in the woods to do that.
yeah. Hey, I'll tell you one thing, man. Talk about marijuana. Okay, when I was going to school, I was hanging around with a bunch of guys and stuff and from school and stuff, and I had a lot of friends, and after school I used to go. I don't like talking about this on live, but I used to go up into the woods, with my friends. You know what I'm saying? We used to have a refrigerator up there, okay, at one point. And, every day my mother would be wondering where I am. And we used to go up there and we used to have a refrigerator with food up there, ice, everything, okay. And nobody else knew where it was but us. You know what I'm saying? And we used to have beer up there. We used to have marijuana up there. I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying. And my mother be like, where were you? Oh, that teacher asked me to stay home after school and stuff. Okay. And then she says, "Ain't you hungry?" And I would go, "Yeah." She said, "Well, I got dinner inside the refrigerator. You want to warm it up? And you can warm it up and you can eat it." I always ask my mom all the time, "What is it?" She goes, "Well, it's chicken and you got chicken, rice, and potatoes." I says, "All right." So I said, "Well, that sounds good." So and I would eat it. Then later on, I would go upstairs. I would actually go upstairs into my bedroom, and I'll say I had a stash of marijuana with me. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, I put it in my drawer. I put it in my underneath my bed, and my sister would come up the stairs and she would say, hey Dave, what was that in your hand? I would be like, what are you talking about? And right
You
away.
weren't that sneaky, Dave.
No, right away. She went to my mother. She went to my
Oh boy.
she went to my mother. She says, "Mom, Dave's got marijuana upstairs. And he's got a little bit. He's got a little baggie. I'm like, oh my God. I said, why you gotta wait? I said, why you gotta get in my business and stuff for? Huh?
What would you do without a sister?
Yeah. And then I goes, why do you have to go and tell mom everything? I said, what is wrong with you? Well, you're not supposed to have marijuana in the house. I'm like, yeah, fine. I said, that's my business if I'm smoking it. You ain't smoking it.
She told you.
Yeah. So she goes, my sister would always tell me, she says, I'm trying to look out for you. She said, you're my brother. I love you. I care about you. I'm trying to look out for you. I said, well, I said, thank you for looking out for me, but when
did you get punished?
My mother came up to me. She asked me, she goes, oh, your sister just said that you have marijuana upstairs. I went like this. I said, I don't know what she's talking about. What you talking about? Marijuana.
I don't even like that shit.
I said, Ma, I said, come on. Yeah, well,
she didn't believe you. Your mother did not believe you.
No, she did at first. So I said, Ma, come on. I said, look, you see my eyes red? She said, well, your eyes are kind of bloodshot a little bit.
You gave yourself.
And I said, Mom, I said, look, I says, I have a little bit upstairs. I says,
they couldn't smell it on you, Dave?
No, my mother was too naive.
Did your parents smoke?
And then later on, my mother started smoking marijuana, and then my stepfather started smoking marijuana. And then my stepfather after my real father.
And then Dave was all set.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people get confused with marijuana.
Yeah.
The marijuana plant, itself does not make you high.
No. Right. Makes you hungry.
Yeah, it definitely does.
No, it relaxes you. Yeah. I don't know if it makes you hungry, but it relaxes you. It's the THC that they put in the marijuana that makes you high.
Oh, usually
right.
You should see.
It's the chemical that makes you high.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's not the plant itself.
It's what these young kids don't understand.
No, so if you grow your own plant, which you can do in Massachusetts, if you grow your own marijuana plant, it won't make you high.
Yeah, no,
it won't make you high.
But you want to hear another story? I was only like maybe 10 years old. I used to go to my grandmother's house on Massasoit Street here in Fall River all the time. And and I used to get my RC cars, my racing cars. I used to play outside all the time with the remote control. And the police department, they had green cruisers at one point. So and I'd be like, wow, those cruisers are green. They look like they're bright colored green. And I'd be like, and then the police officer would come back around again, and they would have the window open, and they would actually be smoking marijuana. They'd be smoking marijuana with the window open, riding down the street. But yeah, at one time, and I would go upstairs, and I would actually go upstairs. This is the Fall River Police, and then I would go upstairs, and I would say, "Hey, Grandma, guess what I saw outside?" She goes, "What?" I saw the police cruiser outside, riding by. They had the window open. They had marijuana. And matter of fact, the passenger police, the police officer, he was actually rolling it, believe it or not. And they were smoking it with the window open. I'm like, look at this. They go around busting people, taking their stash off of them, and here they are smoking it.
They confiscate their marijuana and they smoke it.
Yeah,
right.
Of course, yeah. So I mean, that was something back then. That was a big thing. And then people started complaining. and started telling the police off, "Hey, look, you know what? Here you are, stashing, taking my, taking my stash, and here you are smoking it."
Right.
So does that make any sense? Are you putting that shit in the evidence room? I'm
So,
like,
No, it would be gone by then because they
yeah,
smoke it.
of course. Back then they never write it down in their memo pad. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Back then, I'll be like, holy shit, man. I'd be like, well, I mean, it smelled good. You know what I'm saying? Better than cigarettes anyway. You
Ugh,
know?
smells horrible.
Oh, marijuana, man. Oh, marijuana, man. Yeah, hey, look at marijuana. You could sit there, smoke it, relax, and stuff. And yes, and that stuff would be actually you'd be actually getting hungry. I'm telling you, believe it or not.
I wonder if it's the THC that makes you hungry.
I think it
And
is.
and yeah, and it's not the plant.
Hey, look, I want five. I want six hand. I want a double cheeseburger, two of them, and fries to go and a Coke to go along with that. Because I'm getting kind of hungry because I just got done smoking marijuana. All right.
That is so that right now it's so dangerous to buy
Yeah.
drugs like marijuana on the streets or anything because they can lace it with fentanyl and that
Oh
kills
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yep.
And cocaine
And
and
that
all that
is
stuff.
that is a chemical drug. That's a chemical, just like THC.
Yeah. Well, that's why this is why we have a marijuana dispensary, because people do go there, and people do go there, and they go buy over there now. They got them in gummy, they got it in chocolate, they got it.
Yeah, but they have different types of marijuana. They have the marijuana that does not make you high, that is more expensive.
Yeah.
And then they have the ones with the THC in it. The more THC it has in it, the less expensive it is.
Right.
So why would you want to go buy it at a dispensary when you can just grow it yourself?
Well, I mean, I could have 6 plants in my house, but you think Linda will allow that?
You will be
Oh,
relaxed,
yeah,
Dave.
Relax. I'd be high every day.
No, it doesn't make you high. I just said it. A marijuana plant does not make you high.
Do you want me to come on a show high and laughing all the time?
It doesn't make you high, Dave.
If you see me with a bunch
It
of
will make you
cheeseburgers,
sleepy. It will make you relaxed. It doesn't make you high.
do you want me to fall asleep during the show?
It's up to you if you want to do that.
I'll be falling asleep, and I'll hear Annalisa go, "David," I'll be like, "Yes."
David just smoked.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
And we'll
man.
know you've been smoking.
I got a whole plate of hamburgers over here on the side. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, it's.
I want to talk about
Go ahead. Congress.
this woman. Her name is Anne, I think it's Vandersteel, and she listed the executive orders or what was in the big beautiful bill that Congress was supposed to codify or make into law that hasn't happened yet.
Huh.
Can you put it up, Dave? I did my live on this morning. Can you put it up, please?
Yep, I got it. All right, go ahead.
So this is what she listed, that Congress is doing absolutely nothing with this big beautiful bill. That we're supposed to be getting these tax breaks, we're supposed to be getting these voter ID laws. None of this has happened.
Wow.
This has not been done. Like, here it is right here. They can't pass the SAVE Act, which is that law that you have to have an ID when you go vote. and prove that you're an American citizen, because now anybody, like in Minnesota and California, illegals do vote.
Wow.
Can't pass permanent tax cuts for working families. Can't pass term limits for Congress, and President Trump just talked about that, and that still hasn't been passed. Can't pass defunding Planned Parenthood, which they did fund, by the way, this administration did. Can't pass school choice nationwide. Can't pass banning federal funds for gender ideology in schools, which is probably still going on. Can't pass eliminating the debt ceiling. Can't pass ending federal funding for sanctuary cities. That's huge.
Right.
Yeah.
That's huge. We hold the House, the Senate, the White House, and still we act like we're the minority begging for scraps. The disappointment is profound. The irony is crushing. We were given the mandate, the majority, the moment, and we're squandering it on bipartisan compromise that always bends left. This isn't governing. This is surrender dressed as statesmanship. America deserves better. This is horrible. You know that?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, I
horrible.
saw that. Wow. Damn.
It's insane.
What in the world? Greenland, Venezuela, Syria, Iran, Israel, Gaza. Like, when does this crap end? Ukraine. Now it's Cuba and Colombia and oh my God! What
Annalisa,
the heck?
it's almost like what I said earlier. It's like they tell us something, but they don't tell us the full story. And there's so much crap going on behind the scenes that we really don't know about,
Right.
which really irks me.
Yes. And it's irking me too, because every day we are getting, how can I put it? We are being used, our money is being used for their corruption. Every
Right.
day, fraud, waste, and abuse continuously
Crazy.
going on. Paying for illegals. They get everything for free.
Wow. Yeah. You're right.
None of this the Republicans have done absolutely nothing to take care of this problem, especially concerning money-wise.
Right.
Yeah, he puts out the National Guard and ICE and all that, but when is this funding going to stop? When is the money flow going to stop? Isn't that what Doge was supposed to do? Isn't that what he was supposed to do? Fraud, waste, and abuse?
Right.
Yeah. Right.
It's insane.
None of this is happening. None of this is what President Trump said that he was going to run on in 2024 and do last year. He hasn't done.
Yeah, and you have all these people out here running their mouth saying that he has, which he really hasn't.
What?
Trump hasn't done anything he said he was going to do.
Right. No, especially concerning the big, beautiful bill that he made such a stink about. I don't know if you remember that. He made such a stink.
I heard. I look. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but I heard him say it.
He made such a big stink about getting it passed because Thomas Massey did not want it passed. Some other people didn't vote. Some Republicans didn't vote for it. He went insane.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I remember.
The president went nuts when Thomas Massey didn't vote for the bill. And now they haven't even codified like the real important parts of it, and he doesn't say anything.
Right.
And that's why I say this is like theater. This is a show. We're watching a show.
Yeah.
It's like watching a show. A bunch of actors that are acting for us, and we get distracted so easily from Greenland, Venezuela, and everything else that nobody's paying attention to what is going on in DC and Congress.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to say something about Greenland. I think President Trump should just keep his hands off of Greenland because when I was growing up, I always, my father was always deep in politics with presidents and all that, and and I always used to talk to my father, about, before my father passed away. I always talked to him about, President Trump, and and about Greenland, and and all this stuff. And my father always told me that Greenland, okay, is a Greenland likes the Greenland Prime Minister over there. They like to do things, themselves. Okay, they have their own funding. They have their own. I believe he said that they have their own oil over there. I'm not sure, but no president, not
Oh
even.
no, are you kidding me? This is oil again?
Yeah. So
Uh,
so I mean,
oh,
I
Wait,
believe.
Dave. I thought he said he wanted Greenland for the minerals
Oh, no,
or
but
something like that.
I'm just saying. So he, and then my father always told me that Greenland does have their own minerals. They have their own. Greenland's been by themselves ever since I was a kid. Ever since I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't know. What President Trump is doing now. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I think he should just leave Greenland alone.
does he want to take it over? Does President Trump want to take it over, like run the
He wants
country like he says he's running Venezuela right now, which is a big fat
Me
lie.
personally, I don't know why he wants to take all this shit over. I thought the whole point was to keep peace, but behind every single country, so that way we could all live peacefully.
Right. That's
Venezuela. Okay, I watched videos on that, and so I believe Venezuela was buying oil off of Russia. Okay, for
Right.
$30 a barrel, and
Venezuela
Annalisa.
was buying oil from Russia, or was Russia buying oil from Venezuela?
I'm sorry.
No, it's the other way around.
It
Russia was
was
buying oil from
Okay.
Venezuela.
so
Yeah.
Okay.
so Russia was buying oil for Venezuela, and something like $30 a barrel, I believe. If I mean,
Something
don't quote me.
ridiculous, yeah.
So now, and the president of Venezuela wasn't sharing any information with the people over there. I'm saying he wasn't even helping the people over there. The president of Venezuela was buying drugs from the
Dave,
cartels.
why should we be concerned
Uh,
about how a president of like Maduro? Why should we be concerned about what he does with his money, with the money that the country gets from oil? Why do we have to intervene
I
with
was just
this?
gonna say the same
I don't
thing. Why
know. I
why
don't
are
know.
we concerned with a
Why
different
why should
country?
we care? Go
Why
ahead,
why
Dave.
do we care about another country and what their
Yeah.
president does?
So now Venezuela is getting 60. I believe $68 a barrel now. So
Venezuela is not getting any money from that, Dave. Do you know where the money is going? We took millions of barrels of oil from Venezuela, and President Trump has sold it, but it's not for Venezuela.
all right. Well, I mean, I go ahead.
You
No,
know where the money went?
where?
In the Middle East to Qatar. That's who's holding that money
Right.
from the
Oh,
oil sales. It's not Venezuela. It's not going back to Venezuela, Dave.
And it
oh,
amazes me. Why are we even digging our mouths where we shouldn't even be? These other countries, we have nothing to do with them unless they're checked in with NATO. Sorry, there's nothing we can do.
Well,
yeah.
and then you know what the other problem though too is with the Venezuela thing is the petrodollar. They
Right,
were buying, or Russia was buying the oil from Venezuela, but they were not using the dollar.
right.
So I think that President Trump doesn't talk about this, and I don't know why, and he should. He should say that they're not using the dollar, which is, going to hurt us. He doesn't say these things.
Yeah,
Like
I
he
did.
doesn't explain like what is really going on, and I don't know why. So each country can do what they want. If they want to buy from China, they should go buy from China. We
Right.
do, don't we do it? Don't we
I
do that? Doesn't this country buy from China and everybody else around the world?
right.
Well, everything we buy is from China. So, and when we like my e-bike, that came from China.
All right, and seeing that, Dave, so to
That's what
speak,
I mean.
why the hell is Trump gonna do all this crap and then piss off Russia, China, and all these other countries?
Yeah, well,
But
we're gonna end up getting nuked one day.
the
Not,
minerals that he wants, even from Venezuela,
yeah,
and I guess Greenland too, is for energy, like batteries, AI, all these computers, the data that we use, like we're doing right now. And the
right.
phones, we're going to need this energy. We're going to need these minerals. I don't know, they convert to energy. I don't know how it works. But that's the reason. It's because of AI. It's because of the technology. And they're
And it,
building data centers all around this country that is wreaking havoc on the environment.
well, you know, I've had one person tell me that, Dave, AI, artificial intelligence, it's here, and it's here, and it's here to stay. I mean,
Yeah, it's only here by accident. They didn't keep control of all the crap that they should have, and
yeah.
it's the government's doing.
Well,
They should have grabbed control of it and set rules and restrictions.
well, yeah, you're right. They should have, but they didn't. But I use AI, artificial intelligence, to come up with roadmaps and stuff, and and make special things with it. You know what I'm saying? I use AI in a positive way. You know what I'm saying?
Which is good. And then you
Yeah.
have people that go out and use it for the wrong things and
Yeah.
stir up a whole bunch of crap, and it's just not right.
Well, did you see on my Facebook? Yeah, I showed you all my creations that me and my
Yeah,
son
I
made.
saw a lot of it.
I mean, something. We use things positive. I use things positive. I'm saying
Of
I
course,
use AI positive. Okay,
and that's what it's
but
for.
and that's what it's for, to be used positive, not negative stuff. But there is a lot of people out there using AI, okay, for negative stuff, okay, and it. I mean, that's what's going to make it like, oh, look at people out there using it for negative. No,
Dave, our government is using it against us.
Right.
Okay,
right,
we are being surveilled by them on a constant basis.
yeah,
Constant basis.
And it's killing us.
yeah.
Yeah, there is no privacy. We don't have privacy anymore. We don't.
That
We
privacy
have
went down the drain.
we have a foreign government, which is Israel, who can track churches in the Southwest. If somebody is going to go to it, they will know.
Yeah.
So if they are, it's called geofencing.
I gotta look that up.
They are monitoring churches and Christian schools in the Southwest.
Yeah.
And if anybody approaches this area where it is surveilled by them, they will know that you are there. And there you're going to get messages, pro-Israeli messages on your phone, and anti-Palestinian. They use it for propaganda for Israel.
Yeah.
I mean, why is our government allowing a foreign government to spy on us? Why is this allowed? Why can't we go to church in peace?
We want to go to. I mean, I go to church. Sometimes I go on Sundays, and I just sit there and
Yeah, but what happens if they decide to? Let's see what Dave is going to do today. Let's go monitor Dave and see what he does, and they can track you.
I'm going to open up my Bible. Okay, I'm going to open up my Bible to First John. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to go, see, I'm at First John. You want to read with me? Let's
No,
go.
they can't see you, Dave.
I know.
They can't see you, but they can track you.
You're
They
better
can
off
track
videotaping
you.
it and sending it to them at that point, Dave. If you
Yeah.
really want to show them and you really want to get blown up, just do it.
They
I
can
don't know.
track you. They'll know how long you've been there. They'll know
You
what
know,
time
it's
you got there.
scary. Based off of what Annalise is saying right now, Dave, that is freaking scary. I'm sorry.
That scared me now. Now it makes me not want to go to church.
They're doing it. They're doing it right now. There's again, Israel's involved in this. Israel has these surveillance techniques and technology that they use in Israel with the Palestinians and the Gaza Strip in particular. So they're using it on us now, and the president is allowing it to happen, just like this one guy said. He said, we're going to um, know all of you protesters, anti-Semite. I mean, you're not going to be able to move.
Right.
This is this is against freedom of speech. It's also against civil liberties. This is unconstitutional.
Mm-hmm.
It's unconstitutional.
Exactly.
Why are they allowed to do this? We are being surveilled. We live in a surveillance society right now. This is what's happening.
Let me ask you something. Do we live in a dictatorship now? Do we live in a dictatorship?
No, I don't think it's a dictatorship. But the problem is that we don't have privacy. We don't have. I think we're losing our civil liberties to this constant state of surveillance where they can figure out, if they want to, where you're going to be at a certain day. If they want to track you on a Sunday, anybody, they'll probably be able to. They're going to be able to. I mean, look at the cameras that they've got at traffic stops.
Oh my God! Yeah. Robinson and Bedford Street. They got a traffic. They got like a little. They got a camera up there. It's like a lamppost, and it goes up and it goes down, and it has a little lampshade and a little camera inside.
Right.
Yeah, those things are going to be up everywhere soon.
That's what I mean. We are going to be surveilled. We're being already surveilled. What about the toll booths? What about the toll booths? If you don't pay your tolls, they'll know right away, and they've got the picture of your license plate.
And they'll send a cop.
Where I live, there's about freaking 8 cameras at intersections.
Wow.
It's insane.
See, now people are saying, "Oh, well, it's good because we can get crime and da da da." No, it's not good. No, this is not good.
That means you can't be trusted. People can't be trusted, so they got to throw cameras up everywhere. But nor do they understand it's not just for people that aren't trusted. It's so that way they can track where everybody is.
That's right. Most people don't commit crimes. Okay, we are being surveilled. They are watching us. They're watching us. They're not looking for the criminals. They're looking for the people that are minding their own business.
Yeah. Put it this way, Dave. The government can watch you through your phone, your computer, anything. They can watch you through anything nowadays.
There's a camera in there. There's a camera on your computer, on your phone. What about the doorbells?
Well, they're watching us right now as we talk.
and the cameras in your home, the security cameras in the home.
Yep.
They can just hack it and watch you.
And even on the buses too. Do you know our cameras on the bus? Okay, our audio, and they can hear everything that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Dave, listen to this. You know the Alexas that people have in their houses? They can hear everything you say through that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
It's insane.
I'm making a joke about it, but it is insane. But I'm gonna say, hey, well, do you know when I have to take a shower or go to the bathroom?
Do you know what? Do you know what they were saying at one point? I don't know if you guys remember this, but I remember at one point, and I don't remember when exactly, that the United States was saying not to buy TVs from China because they're spying on you.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember that?
I think I remember that. I think I remember that. I'm not sure.
So you know how we don't even know. Like, I don't even know sometimes that I'm buying products
Yeah.
from China, but so if you buy a TV from there, they can put anything they want inside. You won't know that they're spying on you. You have no idea.
And big spy cameras. Oh, look at.
And the US told people to be careful with that.
Yeah. And what about the drones and stuff that they got? The high-end drones.
Yeah, that's military.
No,
They can
but
kill you with those now.
Yeah, that's military.
what about the people now? Other people now, civilians, they're buying drones now.
Yeah, but that's not for killing, Dave.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, people got drones now. People can take pictures of you. They can have the drones in the air and follow you around and everywhere
Well, they're not
you go with
supposed to do that. They're not. If it's for recreation, they're not supposed to do that. It's just like when you go outside and you are doing a live, for instance, or you're videotaping. You cannot go to somebody's property and videotape them what they're doing. You can't do that.
And I'm going to tell you, drones are not supposed to be at anybody's window whatsoever.
Right.
That's why.
But
That's why I keep.
But our government does it to us.
Yeah.
And that's why
They
people
do it
think
to
they
us
can do it.
for no reason. And I just saw a headline today. I didn't hear what he had to say about it, where I don't know if it was in England or Australia, where somebody was, I don't know if you heard about what happened. I think it was Australia, where this woman was looking for advice from another woman who did coaching on nutrition and she wanted to lose weight. And she accidentally butt dialed this woman who ended up being Jewish and called the police and said that person, that she didn't even know that she dialed her, that she heard gunfire and that she thought that they were going to come after her. So they went to arrest this woman for anti-Semitism.
Oh.
Damn.
Isn't that unbelievable?
That's crazy.
And in England, they're doing the same thing. They're knocking on people's doors if they see a post that they think is anti-Semitic.
Wow.
Oh.
And you know what it's like here, being they have supposedly this anti-Semitic law where you cannot criticize Israel or criticize or complain or ask questions. They don't like that. And if you do, you are targeted, like Laura Loomer targets Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, Nick Fuentes, and others.
Yeah.
Because she's a Zionist.
Oh, yeah.
This is what these people do. These people that I believe work for Israel target, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massey, and others that don't take AIPAC money or question what Israel is doing. They hate it. We are being governed by these people. President Trump is allowing these Israelis, Zionists in particular, to run our country, to run us. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. I'm right.
And guess what? Nothing gets done in Congress. Nothing gets done for us. Nothing. Meanwhile, everybody goes to work, whoever's working. They're paying their taxes. They're paying their property tax, their sales tax, and everything else, bringing in billions of dollars to the government, and we get crap. Literally. Crap.
Oh.
Yeah, it's insane. They really don't give a crap about us at all.
No, it's always their donors or the lobbyists. It's everybody else but us.
And
You
then
know,
they're
this,
also throwing money to other countries.
yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That they just gave more money to Israel. This is constant. This is
Yeah.
constant.
What you're talking about right now, I have it right here. It goes, yeah, one APAC pro-Israel lobbyists, a group of PACs of networks. Yeah, they people often mean APAC when they say APAC, president is a something like that. But so it was. I was just looking it up, so I don't know if I got it right. But yeah, APAC is pro-Israel. You know
Yes.
that? Yeah, you were right
Yeah,
on
I
that.
know that, Dave.
Yeah, just looking it up. Yeah,
Yes, APAC is a foreign lobby group from Israel
and it's pro-Israel. Yeah, I
that
just looked it up.
takes new congressmen that have been elected to Israel
Yeah,
because
crazy.
they want to serve Israel, because they want to make sure that these political people, these representatives that are supposed to be representing their constituents, represent Israel. And
Yeah,
that's what's happening. When are
that
we
was
going to get rid of these people on
Should
both
have already
sides of the aisle?
should have already been gone.
those people should have already been gone already. They should have already been.
Yeah, but what is it
Uh,
going to? I don't understand. Like how? I mean, how long? How much longer can the American taxpayer keep doing this? Because this is not sustainable. This is impossible. This is impossible. How can we take? We're trillions of dollars in debt. We pay our taxes, and money is going to support illegals. It's not going back to us, that we're the ones that should be getting the services. No, it's foreign governments, foreign countries, and illegals, and fraud, waste, and abuse. And we get nothing. We've got nothing left.
yeah, fraud, waste, and abuse is right.
And we're struggling. People are maximizing their credit cards. They're complaining about rent. They're complaining about how are they going to buy a home? How are they going to start a family?
Yeah. Well, I'm
How?
going to tell you, these people are going to compete. You know something? Bringing up the credit cards. Okay, if this bill passes, okay,
What bill?
if this bill passes in the state house, and do you know that they're going to start charging people if it passes? I haven't heard nothing yet from it that they're going to start charging people interest rates if once they use their card inside the stores, like stores, they're going to start charging charging people like me, people like you, people like Eric, if Eric's got one.
What do you
Uh,
mean? I don't know what you mean.
credit card.
We're already getting charged for credit cards. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
but no, but if we go into the store, right?
Yeah,
Just say if I go into a store like Stop and Shop, okay,
yeah,
and I buy $100 worth of groceries, okay, I'm
yeah.
good. That $100 that I just spent out of that credit card, I'm gonna have to pay. I'm gonna have to pay. What do you call it? A fee.
What do you mean you're going to have to pay a fee?
It hasn't passed yet, but they're trying to get it passed in the state house. Actually, Maura Healey's trying to get that passed. Believe it or not.
You mean every time you swipe a credit card, they're going to charge you a fee?
Yeah, and yeah, it's in stores, even Amazon, even Amazon, like Stop and Shop, Shores, all these and places where you go, like
That's
restaurants and stuff.
The Massachusetts bill, right?
That's the Massachusetts bill. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah, yeah, I remember what you're talking about now. That's insane though. That's
Yeah,
like the whole
but
freaking rent control bullshit.
if that rent control pass, I think
Yeah, I haven't heard anything much on that
about
either.
it yet. So I mean, So thank God, I'm praying not. That doesn't even rent control.
You
That
mean
don't even
does it
pass.
have to be? Does it have to be a credit card or is it a debit card too?
It has to be. It could. It's got to be. It's going to be a debit card, credit
Any
cards,
card?
credit cards. Yes,
Credit card and debit card are two different things. Is it credit card or debit card or both?
they're both. They're going to do both. If it passes. If it don't pass, then I hope not. So.
So what do you mean?
Oh wait a second.
Um,
Eric has it correct. Eric, you have it correct. Has the correct who was buying oil from
I said that too. We both said it. Yeah.
yes. But
Um,
the credit card thing, okay, it's going to be both debit and like say you have a Visa or a Discover card or American Express card.
So
Yes,
Dave, is it basically whatever card you have? Anytime you swipe it, you get fees.
yes, if it
That's
passes.
bullshit.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like
what I'm trying.
no, wait
That's
a
what
minute. No,
I'm
no,
trying to
hold
talk
on.
about.
Hold on a second. I'm looking this up. No. Wait. Time out.
a
Time out.
bunch of bullshit. So they're
Yeah,
trying to get
time
you to use
out.
cash now.
Let's look at this. Time out. Time out. Let's look at this. Okay, I'm reading it. So let me
Annalise is the teacher, so go ahead. All right, teach.
let's hold on. Let's go look at this. I don't think I
All
hate
right,
to
go
say
ahead.
this, Dave, but I don't think you're right about this because that doesn't
Go
make
ahead.
sense. Okay, let me hold on. For crying out loud. Let me share this. Hold on. Let
Yeah.
me share the screen and let's read it together. Oh, am I on? Oh, all right. Hold on.
Dave, did you
Okay.
find that post on Facebook? Was it?
All right. You want me to put it up there, or you already have it up
Here
there?
it is. Here it is.
Got it.
Oh, are you okay? You want? So this is what they said about what you just talked about. Okay, in Massachusetts, credit card surcharges are illegal, meaning
Right.
businesses cannot charge extra fees for using a credit card. Okay, right?
Oh. Okay. All
Really
right.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, for
So
crying out
basically, what that's saying is even if the governor wants to pass a bill like that, she can't because it's illegal.
right. However,
Oh.
there are other fees that businesses may impose, such as cash discounts or convenience fees, which is what they do anyway, which are legal.
Right.
Recent discussions in the state legislature have focused on how businesses may pass on these fees to consumers, but as of now, businesses cannot legally charge a fee for using a credit card.
Oh. So.
All right, so here's another one. Let's check this out. Let's just check this out.
Let's take a look at this.
Okay, Massachusetts lawmakers are mulling a set of bills that would place restrictions on how payment processors, credit card companies, and banks impose interchange fees, preventing companies from fixing rates and placing fees on taxes and tips. Interchange fees or swipe fees are expenses tacked on by banks for the cost of card-based transactions. That's not anything new. A merchant's bank pays the fee to the card issuer when a customer uses a right. That's right, when they buy something, correct. So now they want to put restrictions on that. Not that they're going to put extra fees. They can't do that. The state can't do that. That's illegal.
Maura Healy, you know how she is.
She's
No,
a queen.
they're trying to pass something that's going to restrict the businesses from doing more fees or probably putting a cap on it.
So why did they say they're gonna add fees to it?
Because maybe the businesses are going to add fees to it. And then the state said, no, you're not. we're gonna restrict that. You're not gonna be able to do. So when you go and use, especially a credit card, I don't think it's a debit card. I don't think, but when you use a credit card and you swipe it, the merchant, the like Stop and Shop, they get charged for using the card, not you. They do.
Oh,
Consumer.
okay.
So
So
they have, yeah, so they have, so in other words, if they make $1,000 in sales on credit cards, any business that has these electronic terminals that you swipe the card, they have to give a percentage to the credit card company.
oh, okay. All right. I get it now.
That's
Nobody
what they're
said
talking.
no. Nobody. No. Nobody. Nobody else. Nobody said that. You know what I'm saying? So they made me believe that there's gonna be.
No, they're probably
Oh
going to
no.
raise. What might happen is if the credit card companies are going to raise the fees, it's going to get passed on to you. That's what they're talking about. The prices might go up. So, so what they're trying, it sounds like what Massachusetts is trying to do is to put a restriction on it, saying to them, stop with the fees, no more. That's what they're trying to do.
Oh, thank God.
That makes more sense
Yeah.
than
Oh, well, when I heard fees, I was like,
charging you for using the credit card. No, they're charging the credit card company, not you.
oh, thank God. That's a
No.
little bit. That's a little
It
bit.
doesn't make sense. Like, why would they wouldn't do that? They wouldn't do that. They're the ones making the sale, wherever it is. If you go to a grocery store, you're buying food, that's sales for them.
Yeah. So
And
if I
so
spend. So
they
if I
have
spend. I'm
to
sorry.
pay the credit card company.
So if I spent $100 or $150 in groceries and I use my credit card, how much would they get out of
I
it?
don't know. It depends on their contract, Dave.
To
I don't know.
say
They
they get a
don't do it, Dave. They don't do it by one transaction. They do it when they total it all up. It's totaled. So if they make $5,000 in one day, they're gonna have to pay fees to the credit card companies for using the terminals. They're gonna get a
Oh,
percentage
okay.
of the sales, not just your sale individually. They incorporate it into one, not just you, them, and the other.
Oh, all right.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it depends. A lot of the credit cards companies do it differently. Some of them charge by how much money they take in. Some charge, or both, by every time, like you said, when a credit card is swiped, they make money off of it.
Yeah.
Not you. They don't charge you. They charge the business
Yeah.
Right.
for using it. So it depends. There's different ways to do it. But a lot of people are saying to use cash because the businesses are not making money like they used to because they have to pay the credit card companies.
Wow.
So if you
Yeah.
if you use cash,
Yeah.
they keep it all. They keep it all.
Yeah.
They
But if I
huh?
wait a minute a second here, Linda. See, it's too bad the modern churches have become more about programs than old-fashioned discipleships. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know what
See,
that means. What does that mean?
well, too bad. It says it's too bad. The
I know,
modern
but what
church.
does she mean about programs than old fashioned discipleship? I don't know what that
Uh,
means.
uh,
I mean, we're talking about credit card fees. Does this have to do with credit card fees?
no, no.
Oh,
But she wanted to put that out there.
oh.
about the old-fashioned discipleships. So, but all right. So we have credit cards. Okay, so it eased my mind a
Let's
little
scoop
bit.
the shit out of his bed.
People's like, oh yeah, you're gonna be paying all you. Well, we're gonna be charged fees and everything else. I'm like, I've been thinking about that I've been thinking about that all week.
No.
I've been charging fees. I'm
Oh
like,
my
what the
God.
hell?
That's ridiculous.
You know, people are ridiculous.
Yeah, no, they misunderstood. They misunderstood.
You know, sometimes people just don't get their priorities straight. You know what I'm saying? And that's what pisses me
Well, I
off.
mean, the way they word it too, it can be complicated. It makes it sound like
Yeah.
you're the one that has to pay for it. No, it's the companies that pay for the use of the credit card
Of the credit
terminal.
card. Yeah.
So when
Because
you see that terminal, that electronic machine, the
Yeah.
companies have to buy it. They
Yeah.
buy it from the credit card companies because you have to swipe it. So they
course.
buy it, and like I said, depending on the contract, the credit card companies charges the businesses fees for use of that. That's what they
Yeah.
do. Yeah, not you. They're not going to charge you for using it. No,
Yeah.
no.
All right. Well, good. And then I'm exempt.
We're all exempt. We're not. That's not. It doesn't make any sense. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes people word things backwards instead of just Well,
That's illegal. And I
yeah.
just read it
Yeah.
that
And
states can't do that. That's illegal.
yeah. But anyways, I'm glad. I'm glad I got that out of the way.
No.
Some people out there, they just don't know what the hell they're talking about. Sometimes
Yeah, I
some
mean,
people just talk out of their ass.
if you don't understand and you don't know how
Look it up.
businesses work, yeah, you're gonna get upset. You're gonna be like, "Oh my God, what?"
More fees. I mean, bad enough they're hitting us with taxes and property taxes and everything else,
Right,
and they want to hit us with fees, and now they want to put
right.
not now they want to put what do you call it? Their
Rent control.
rent control and everything. And I mean, come on, man. I mean, what do you guys think we're made of? Well, you guys think we're made of money? I mean, think I got money coming out of my pockets, and I got a tree outside that's in the snow over there with money on it.
Hey, Dave,
Oh,
your mayor
weird.
Paul Coogan thinks you're made of money.
Oh, of course, man. Paul Coogan thinks I'm made of money. You know what I'm saying? He's putting all this market rate housing that we talked about, and he's still doing it.
He's stealing all that money and putting it into the fucking waterfront guy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that? With all the crime in
Wow.
the area, who the hell's gonna want to come down there?
The fire station ain't. The fire station ain't up to code, updated.
But there's 4 fire stations that aren't up to code. They have mold. The showers don't work. The windows don't open. Like what are you doing? Why are you still mayor?
I don't know why this mayor is not in jail. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why this mayor is not in jail for corruption. Why is he in jail for corruption? That's not.
Why aren't any of them in jail for corruption?
Why ain't Mayor Wu in jail for corruption? Why ain't Maura Healey in jail for corruption? Okay. Yeah. Why ain't they? Okay. Why ain't these people in jail? You know what I'm saying?
Aiding and abetting illegals.
Aiding and abetting illegals.
Squandering taxpayer money to illegals. What is this? What is this? This is a clown show.
A clown show.
Our government is a clown show.
And that's why
it's a joke.
It is a joke. And that's why I turned the city hall into a clown show.
That was funny, Dave. I like that.
I did. I turned that one into a clown show. I had to. Okay. Buy tickets.
I think that was your best one.
Yeah, people loved it too. People are like, "Wow, I didn't think Dave would do something like that." Turn the whole entire city hall into a clown show.
I mean, hey,
I
look,
wanted you to do one with somebody running with a donut and the cop behind them.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it with AI.
there's only so many media shows that
Yeah,
talk about the truth and only about the truth. And Annalisa shares nothing but the truth on hers. I like
yeah,
watching hers. Then you got Fall Media News with Dave. You know,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
there's only very few that out there that share the truth about what's going on in this world.
Well, you have the well, WSAR now is going. WSAR was biased for a little bit, but now you have counselor. You have the president of the city councilor. I don't talk about him much. I'm trying to. He used to. He owns the he owns the restaurant down on North Main Street.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to think of his name. Oh, Ponte. Yeah, Councilor Ponte.
yeah.
Him and Fall River Media, him and Fall River Reporter went partners on that, and
They really?
yeah, they did.
I didn't
So
know that.
yeah, the president of the city council, Ponte, and Fall River Reporter Michael Sylvia went partners with him on WSAR, and plus now because WSAR was originally from Fall River, okay, until they moved it. So now they're going to open up a radio station over here. Now, this don't quote me. This is what I heard, that they're going to open up a radio station here in Fall River. Okay, so
Yeah, more money from the taxpayers.
well, and
Right.
now they're going to have WSAR make WSAR fair. So any candidates that are running for public office, they have to listen to them. You know what I'm saying? So they
No, you
can't
don't.
be, but
You don't have to.
they can't be biased against them.
Damn.
So, you know,
What do you mean they can't be biased against? What do you mean?
no,
You mean they're gonna
Are you
be
trying to say
objective?
like if they don't like somebody that they can't be on the show? Is that what you're trying to say?
that's what I'm trying to say.
All right. I
So,
So
guess
that is biased.
yeah.
That's
yes,
being biased.
yes. So, but when WSAR was run by the former owner, all that was is it was always biased all the time. It was always biased. They never wanted to
Most of
listen
them
to
are.
so they never wanted to listen to the candidates, okay, or anybody's opinion, okay. They hang up on, I don't want to listen to it. Boom, see you later, go on. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. They never wanted to, but now since since Ponte got it and Mike from Forward Reporter, right? They went partners, and now things are going to change. Things are going to change. Believe me, they already said it. Anybody that runs for anybody that runs for like city council, mayor, or anything, they Ponte said that everybody deserves to be listened to. Okay, everybody.
Oh, so they're not going to be biased.
No, they're
So
not going to be biased.
Dave, within 2 years when I go for city council, I'm gonna be able to talk on there. Essentially.
You will.
Right.
And you'll be able to talk online because I'm not
Supposedly.
biased. All
Of
right?
course.
You know, any candidate that's running for public office, or it's a state, federal, they come on my show. They want to come on my show, they can send an email. Annalisa, you will listen. Even if you ran for public office, you can come on my show. Okay, come on my show. We'll grill you. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever happened to Boomer? What happened to Boomer?
He's going for Senate, isn't he?
Boomer Ambrose running. Boomer Ambrose running against Michael Rodriguez.
Who's that? For what?
Senator, the Bristol County. He's running against Michael Rodriguez.
For what?
He's running against Michael Rodriguez.
Who's Michael? Who's that? For what office?
Senate, Senate of Massachusetts.
Hold on.
Uh,
The state
She's
senate.
State Senate, yes.
Yes, he's going for Senate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's running against. He's running against.
Is the other guy a Democrat, the incumbent?
Yes.
Yes, he is. He's a douchebag. Just the
They
way
all-
he thinks about everything. He's horrible.
Oh, good. I'm glad he's running again.
Right.
Yeah.
I always told him that afterwards. I'm like, hey, just because people don't want you doesn't mean give up. Just keep going.
Do you know how many times it took Abe Lincoln to become president?
Yeah.
Took him a
I think it
while.
took him three times.
Yeah.
And that's every 4 years. Right? That's every 4 years. So it took him 12 years to become president.
Yeah. 12 years, yeah.
Never gave up.
No.
You can't.
But
Nope.
I'm gonna
need you.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you, Michael Rodrigues is right now, Senator Michael Rodrigues from Massachusetts. He's kind of nervous right now, so
I hope so. He better be.
I ran against Michael Rodrigues. Okay. I had all my signatures. I ran against Michael Rodrigues. And you know how many times I've called Michael Rodrigues out? And I've called him out so many times. I said, look, why don't you come on a radio show? I'll have a debate with you. I will debate you. I will debate you until you can't debate me anymore. I said, why don't you come on? I said, because no way, because all the stuff that you're doing, okay, you ain't doing shit for this for Massachusetts.
On the credit card thing, I have something to say.
All right. Yeah.
I'll shed a little light on it.
All right. Oh, the credit. Where is it, Linda? Hold on.
Was what?
You said you had
I have a little something to say on the credit card issue. It's not about interest.
All right. It's. Linda's got something to say on the credit card issues. It's nothing about interest. So please.
President Trump said he was going to cap the interest, but I don't know if that's going to happen either. Congress isn't doing a damn thing.
Congress ain't doing anything right now for anybody.
Not for us. They're not. I thought President Trump said he was going to cap the interest rate for credit cards at 10%.
Yeah.
Basically, it's not about interest. What happens when retail processes a credit card transaction, they're assessed a surcharge on that transaction. The bill being introduced in the Massachusetts General Court, which is our legislature, is to pass a surcharge on from the retailer to the consumer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's what.
But I thought I read that they were going to try to restrict it. That they were going to the bill was to restrict those surcharges that were going to be passed on to the consumer. It's already being passed on anyway. Yeah. But now it's, I guess they're going to want to cap it. I'm not sure how this works. I don't know exactly, but that's what it sounds like.
It's happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you want to put that back up, and you could show us again. So show Linda.
Wait a minute. Let me see. Where is it?
I see a hand. I see a hand.
Oh, where's your screen?
Wait a minute. I gotta put it up.
What happened?
What happened to my screen here?
I don't know. I didn't touch anything.
I hate this.
Do you see it?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, yeah, it's right there. See?
Yeah, I've got to go and look at. So I looked. I looked at. Let's look at the state affairs article. Oh, that's the one I read.
That's the one you had.
This was in November 19, 2025, saying that the lawmakers were mulling a set of bills that would place restrictions on how payment processors, credit card companies, and banks impose interchange fees, preventing companies from fixing rates and placing fees on taxes and tips.
Yeah. Wow.
So I guess I don't know. I guess they would charge you for taxes and tips too on everything. You know what I'm saying? So that the
Yeah.
consumer had to pay for that as well. So I think sounds like they're trying to stop that, to place restrictions on it.
Well, but I hope the state stops it though. You know what I'm saying? You know,
They can't
so that
stop
we
it.
know.
They can't stop it because it's business. They
Yeah.
can't stop it. Interchange fees or swipe fees are
Prices already high
expenses
enough.
tacked on by banks for the cost of card-based transactions. A merchant's bank pays the fee to the card issuer when a customer uses a credit or debit card to make a purchase, helping cover costs. Right.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been passed yet, so I'm not going to worry about it until it passes.
There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, no.
It's got nothing to do with you. It's got to do with the.
Let's talk about the green energy scam in Massachusetts.
Oh, what about the green energy scam in Massachusetts?
Massachusetts is full of scams.
Mass Save is one of the biggest rackets of all time.
I think it's called Evergreen. I think it's called what is it called?
Evergreen,
What's that?
right?
It's that
Eversource.
Eversource. Thank you.
Do you know?
Yes.
Red Urban, who has a
There's the scam right there. Eversource.
Copy of the Eversource
Yep.
gas bill.
Yep.
No usage for the whole month. Yeah, it was assessed fees for low income and for infrastructure, though he didn't use anything. And there was no supply charge either, no delivery charge either. But yeah, he was after over $600 for things he wasn't using.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, what about the people that hang out in Walmart and they want to offer you like $100 gift card or something?
Switch
like
electric provider. I walk.
They change your provider.
This is me. I have my hands on the shopping cart, head down like this. Straight ahead, and don't stop. I don't want to.
Linda just goes right by him.
I don't make eye contact with like this.
That's the fraud that they're talking about. That's the fraud.
Straight ahead.
Yeah. Oh, give me $100 and give $100 gift
Yeah.
card if you change over to.
I don't even look at them.
Yeah. They try asking me, and I'm like, she owns the bill. They always try it all the time. And one time, no, not just last year. There was one hanging out at Stop and Shop, and they tried it.
Honey, they might as well try now Jello to warm if they're trying to get me to stop and talk.
They goes, oh, well, you know, if you give me her phone number, I could just look it up, and you know, and I'm like this. I'm like, you want me to give my wife, okay, her number to you, and then she finds out that I hope you have room over your house because I'll be bunking over there. I said, you got to be crazy. I went out and I said, look, my wife said no. I said, I got to go by where I got to go by what, you know, she says, or I'll be sleeping outside. No. They said, oh, come on. I said, no. I said, I'm not doing it. I told you.
Give me a little inducement to switch my electric and then you jack the rates up later.
Yeah.
You're damn stupid.
change this. I'll give you a little bit of this, but later on, boom, then you got a big, huge bill. No, that's not happening. No,
I'm not playing that.
nope, not playing that game.
Mm-mm.
Bunch of scams and everything, just like the daycare center in New York, the adult day. Oh my God! I mean, these people never stop. Okay, they never stop.
Because there aren't any provisions that are put in place by the
There's
government.
There's also so-called adult daycare that's fight for Medicare fraud.
So that this fraud stops. It continues, and we're continuing to bleed. Our tax dollar money is continuing to bleed every single day because the government does nothing about it on the local, state, or federal level. We are still being robbed.
Oh, of course.
Left, right, up, and down.
Yeah. Being robbed all the time. Yeah.
All the time.
Dave, I want to know who in the government or state wrote $9 billion to that daycare and let them get away with it. That's what I want.
Was it just one daycare? I thought it was total.
Yeah, that was the one in Missouri, right there, the $9 billion.
I think it was the one in Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. I'm sorry, I meant Minnesota.
I think that was a total, Eric. I don't think that was one. That was a total number.
That's insane, though.
Okay.
Yeah, that is insane. That's a lot of. Can you imagine in Minnesota 9 billion that they counted so far? Can you imagine in California what it is?
Yeah.
California has got the most illegals in this country.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the fraud over there?
Yeah. And what about what about the where is this at? They have they have kids getting married at an early age. Where's that? Because I remember James telling me something about that too. Yeah.
In California?
I think so. Yeah.
There are some states that have these very old laws where young women could get married. It was legal. I think I don't know if it was Kentucky that has the youngest age. I don't think they changed it.
That's disgusting.
I mean, how in Alabama you can marry your own cousin. It's insane.
It's disgusting.
You mean to tell me that in other states that's against the law? To marry your own cousin?
Yeah. You can. Yeah. Would you say in Alabama you can marry your own cousin in Alabama? Eric just said that.
Yeah, I know, but my question is, you mean to tell me that it's illegal in other states?
Yep.
Like, how would they know? Like, how would they go around asking if you're related? I don't think so.
No, just look at it this way. There's no blood test anymore.
Right. So how would they know then? How can it be illegal?
Well, you can marry your own cousin. You can marry your own sister. You know what I'm saying?
In my marriage certificate, when I got married in Mass, I believe they did ask me if I was related to my wife.
Yeah, they ask you, but you can say no. How are you gonna? What do they ask you?
I don't even know if there's actually a law on that.
That's what I mean. How would they enforce a law like that? You have to prove it.
That'd be insane if they enforced it. Because look how many people are actually getting married to people that are related to them. It's insane.
Yeah, it happens. It happens for sure. But I was trying to find out what the legal age is for marriage in the I think every state is different in the United States. Let me see.
I'm asking ChatGPT.
Okay, so most states is 18. However, Nebraska and Mississippi allow marriage at 19 and 21. In many states, minors can marry with parental consent, with
Right.
some states requiring judicial approval. States like Massachusetts and New Hampshire allow marriage at 14 and 13, respectively, with
Damn.
parental consent.
Yeah. Well, massive. Well,
Why is
massive.
that? Why is that a shocker? Why am I not surprised? Let me put that up. Why is I'm not surprised about
That's
that?
insane.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me show it.
I'll put it up. Hold on.
Dave, how old were you when you got married?
Huh?
How old were you when you got married?
When I first got married,
Yeah.
I believe I don't even know. I believe well, my first wife I got married when I was in my 20s. I was 21. I had my first daughter, Amanda. My first wife, then my son Matthew, and then I got divorced from her because she likes to cheat.
Can you
Yeah, well,
imagine that in Massachusetts and New Hampshire you can get married at 13 and 14 years old with
I'm
parental
not
wow.
surprised with how dumb this state
That is disgusting. Okay, that
That
is
is
so
disgusting.
disgusting.
That's a minor. Everybody, I mean, the other states that they mentioned is, 18 is the legal age of an adult. But 13, 14?
That is so disgusting. Actually, James even told me
Oh
that.
my God, that's
James told me
freaky.
that. That is freaky, man. Scary. Ah!
And 16 too in some places, and 17 because
Yeah.
you're still a minor. You have to have parental consent.
You gotta
That is
have parental
insane.
consent.
You know, and the other thing that's crazy to me is you got to be 21 to drink, you got to be 18 to get cigarettes, and here they are getting married at 13.
What about
14.
voting?
The voting, yeah.
And at 13 and 14, you can get pregnant. You have that possibility.
Yeah. That is disgusting.
That's
Oh
a
my
kid.
God,
13,
man.
14 years old is a child.
Yes, it is. That's
Oh my
disgusting. Yeah.
gosh. I
That is
can't.
that's disgusting. And now look at this. Yes, and Massachusetts has a set of laws and rules, and you have to follow to get married. And the main ones are you must get a Massachusetts marriage license and marry intention from the city and town clerk. So you can apply in anywhere, but Massachusetts city and town clerk does not have to be where you live. So it does not have to be where you live. 3 days waiting prior after you applies before your license is issued. But you see what this? Yeah, you have to be at least 18 years old in Massachusetts, 18, 19 years old in Massachusetts. So you have
Yeah,
to be.
but if you're 13, 14, you can have parental consent, is what they said.
Yeah, but the parent ain't gonna give parental consent.
Yeah,
Dave,
you'd be surprised. Look at in Mississippi, 15 with parental consent.
Fucking
Dave,
scumbag.
look at these kids now. They're barely any. Their parents don't give a crap about what they do.
Yeah,
Terrible.
yeah. That is scary. That is a scary thing. I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah, they're tying the noose.
Yeah, that is scary.
Look at this court approval needed in Kentucky, Indiana, parental consent, court consent in Hawaii, parental consent, Idaho, California has no minimum age.
Wow.
What?
I didn't know that.
Holy crap. No minimum age.
What?
People are just so fucking disgusting, man. I'm
Are
telling
you kidding me?
That is disgusting.
California has no minimum age?
That's insane, man.
How can that be?
That's nasty.
It looks like the other state that they mentioned is parental consent. if you're underage, if you're
Yeah.
under 18. But California has no minimum age, and in Hawaii you have to be court. It has to be court consent required.
Well, these kids don't even know what marriage is, and
I
they
mean,
they just go
That
into
is
it and they
spooky.
daydream. They daydream about what they want in their marriage.
That's child abuse. That's
Your
child
brain's not even fully
yeah.
developed until you turn like 30
Mm,
for a female, and then well, a female's earlier than a male, anyways.
That's
And then
disgusting.
the brain's not developed till like 35 or something like that.
Oh my
So
god.
it's like,
Are
what are
you
you
kidding?
guys doing?
Oh,
That is,
jeez.
I mean, it's these people are disgusting, man. I'm telling you. Wow.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Well, I'm like really shocked about California. Should I be? I don't know.
Yeah, you probably should be. I am.
That's gross. That's
It's-
gross. That's gross.
Yeah.
That really is gross.
Yeah.
That there's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with it.
People just nuts.
Yeah, that is not.
Yes, it is. It's nasty. You know, it is. Come on, man. You know.
My God.
And you get people that actually like that shit.
Oh my God. Anybody that's a pedophile now knows where to go. California.
Yep.
Fucking gross.
There's a lot of entertainers that live in California.
Mm-hmm.
Explains why a lot of
Yep.
shit happens in California.
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
People
Yep.
people are just sick. Oh. Yeah, James Kilgus had said something like that to me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow. I didn't even know California or Alabama was like. But what else?
Alabama, that at least you have parental consent. California has nothing.
Right.
It says no minimum age.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Okay. Oh, Linda says that she told me. She says, Dave, that is for credit cards only. Okay. You were right, Annalisa.
Well, yeah, credit cards for sure, but I also read that they do it on debit cards too. So
Yeah. So
but it's not you that has to pay the charge. They
Yeah.
pay the
yeah,
charge.
yeah. It's only
They-
credit
they-
cards only. Yep. Okay.
And credit cards too. They pay the charge, not you.
Yeah, you were
My
right on
God,
that.
everybody would be using cash, Dave.
Well, I don't like carrying cash because I'm afraid I might get ripped off.
Well, I'm saying that if the consumer was paying every time they swipe the card, they would bring cash with them, so they don't get charged.
Yeah,
Right?
But yeah, right. And plus, and sometimes people will bring their credit cards with them, and just go buy something for the hell of it, just to get cash back, so they can use the cash for whatever they're gonna buy.
Well, they say that if you have a credit card, you end up spending more money
Yeah.
than if you had cash on you. And plus, I think I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't know why. And I have to get into the habit of trying to use cash, because if we don't use cash,
Yeah.
that currency is going to go.
Yeah.
We're not going to have any more paper money. We're going to have everything is going to be done digitally.
Well, right now our stores are looking for pennies.
They're getting rid of the pennies.
Yeah, I know it.
I don't know how this is going to work. What happens when when the pennies are gone? Like, how does this work?
I got about $6 with the pennies.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you go to the store and it's $6.99, say it costs $6.99. How are you gonna you can't use pennies, so it's got to be either $7 or $6.95, so that you don't use pennies, right?
Hey, Dave,
Hey, what?
you ever hear about the guy that paid a traffic ticket at a police station with all pennies? He got so pissed off at the police department for the ticket. He went there with loads
Oh my God,
of
that's
pennies and paid
hysterical.
it all. And the
When
lady's like,
was this?
"Oh, I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Like, it was hilarious. Let me see if I
Oh
can
my God.
find it to Dave."
Oh my God, that's hilarious. I didn't even hear that one, but that is hilarious. Oh my God.
That's such a great idea. My God,
Yeah.
how do they come up with these things?
Comes over to bring pennies to the police station.
I love that.
Oh shit, man, that was funny. You know, I'm like, oh wait, oh shit, bring pennies to the police station because he got a ticket. And this right here is disgusting. I mean, ugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid. I can't believe California's like freaking me out. Let me see, where's this thing?
I'm getting freaked out even watching that. Oh God, man. Oh Lord,
Yuck.
that's freaky, man. That is freaky. All right, yeah,
You know,
that's it.
I bet you pennies are gonna be worth a lot of money. You should save them.
Oh, I got them. I got about $6 worth. Yeah,
Yeah, you should. You gotta stash them. You gotta save the pennies because
I'm
who
gonna
knows
hoard
down
them.
the road if they're gonna be worth money.
I'm hoarding all the change. I have all the change. I'm hoarding every single one of them. Everything. They ain't getting nothing. I'm hoarding it. I'm hoarding it. That's it.
You know, the people using cards and stuff, talk about monitoring. The
Yeah.
government can monitor your finances that way. They know where you went, what time you went, because it's all on that receipt. When you get the receipt, it tells you what time you were there, the time you purchased it, the date, what you bought. The
Yeah.
government can have access to that.
Yeah. Oh my God. What happened to all the privacy and freedom and stuff that we always had?
Exactly. Exactly. What did happen to it? The Patriot Act. I think James was the one that brought that up. I think,
The Patriot Act, yes.
yeah, that Bush did. I think
Yeah.
that changed everything.
The Patriot Act. Yeah, that Bush brought
Mhm.
that Bush implement.
Because of 9/11, the
Yeah.
excuse of 9/11.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
did
come
you?
up. Right.
Oh, you know what? You know what? What? Hold on. You
I'm gonna
know,
go ahead.
Scott Lebedo, the guy, the artist that does the American flags. Do you remember? He was on. He would go to Trump's rallies. You remember him?
I remember him, yes.
Well, he has a petition going around that he wants to put this giant American flag down at Ground Zero, where the two Twin Towers used to be.
Yeah.
So there's a petition. They've got over 50,000 signatures to put that flag there. It's all paid for. Somebody is already going to pay for everything. So now he's getting
Wow.
the signatures, and it is on his Instagram account. Go to
Really?
change.org. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah.
Yeah, put it up on the screen so wherever we can
Hey,
see it.
Dave, I sent you the link to that guy that paid the traffic ticket in pennies. I sent it to you on Facebook. He paid $212 worth of tickets and all pennies.
How much? How much?
$212 worth.
Wow, that's a lot of pennies.
That is a lot of pennies.
I guess he was using wheelbarrows and shit.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God, that's so. Where did he get all those pennies?
Yeah,
I have
I'd like
no
to know.
idea.
Yeah.
My guess was he went to the bank, and even then, I don't even know.
Holy shit, man. Damn. Went to the bank, got all kinds of pennies. Damn, God. That's crazy. That's a lot of pennies.
Where is it?
I'll take a look at it later.
Flag in New York City. Let's see if I can find it. Is this it? Yes, here it is. I found it. Where is StreamYard? Share screen. Is this it? Yeah. Yeah. Do you see it?
I'm gonna pull it up right now. Oh yeah, right there. Oh, that's a beautiful flag. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Wow.
So you can go to change.org, and this is from, like I said, Scott Lebedo.
Yeah.
And this is the guy, Marcus Lemonis, who is going to pay for it. He said he's going to pay for it all. He's going to maintain it. He's going to take care of everything. So the
Wow.
only thing that you need to do is to sign the petition, and it needs to go to the right committees. I think there's a couple of committees that he was talking about in New York City. And he said once they agree on it, he said, I am going to step away. Don't use my name, he said. I'm out of the picture. It's all yours, and this guy is going to fund it. And that's it.
All right. So
That's all you got to do is sign the petition.
Just sign it, no cost, no nothing.
No, unless you want to. You can donate $3, and that goes to 27 more people. But you don't have to. So you just sign it, and that's it.
What is the name of it?
Well, you have to. Well, that's it right here. Install a giant permanent American flagpole at Ground Zero, New York City. That's the name of it. So when you go to change.org, go to search and put that in, and this will pop up.
I'm looking right now. A giant IANT permanent PERMAN.
So when I looked at it late, like a few hours ago, it was at 50,000. So now they have 51,000.
Flag,
So
right?
So now the goal is 75,000 signatures.
Okay, flag.
So they want to get it done before September 11th of this year, because it's the 25th anniversary of 9/11.
Yep, ground.
And it's also 250 years of the United States, right? Isn't it our birthday too this year? Both.
O GROUND. And then it says Ground Zero, New York, right?
Yeah, New York City. Yeah.
Zero.
Now, you don't need to. I don't think you need to fill out the whole thing. You just search it and it'll pop up.
Oh, I did search it and it did pop up.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, so I got it right here. So I'll just do it later. Yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah, I did it on Instagram because I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, that's a great idea. And he was down at Ground Zero. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. And he said there is not one American flag all on that square.
Wow, not one?
Not even one. He's like, there's
That's crazy.
Right.
That is crazy.
That's why he wants to put one up, because he's like, we have to have patriotism in our country. We have to be patriotic, like
Yes.
love your country. So that's why he wants to do it. He said it's permanent. It's going to be a permanent flagpole, American flagpole. I think that's a great idea.
Well, I think it is too. You know what I'm saying? A great idea. So it is a great idea. That's nice. If anybody wants to go to, install
Change.org.
change.org
Yeah.
and, and fill out, this petition. So that way, they can put the American flag in there. If anybody wants to go to that, if you want to donate, you can donate. If you don't want to donate, you don't have
it says
to.
not to donate, Dave. It says do not donate.
Oh,
do
it says
not donate. This is just for the petition. Don't donate. It's already paid for. You don't have to donate.
All right, so you don't have to donate. It's already
Yeah.
been paid for.
Yeah.
Just sign the petition so that way they can put a flag up there on ground zero, because there's no flag there.
It's the 25th anniversary this year for September 11, 2001, when we got attacked.
Yeah.
By terrorist attack. So
yeah, terrorists.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've ever been there. When I was in New York, which was a while ago, New York City, it has the 2 twin towers. It has where they used to stand, like the foundation of it, 2 squares where it used to be. And then around it is all the names of the people that perished that day.
Yeah. Something, I'm going to elaborate on something right now, because when I was at my mom's house, I was actually watching those towers fall.
Mhm.
And then later on, they needed volunteers. So me and my friend, we saw it, and we called the number. And then after all of the debris, the fire was out, all of the debris and stuff that was gone. They were looking for volunteers to go down.
You went down there, didn't you, Dave?
I went down there, yes. I went there. I was there at ground zero. I went down there and I helped out. Yeah. Pulled out some bodies. Yeah. So I pulled out bodies and stuff. And, it's not easy for me to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even believe you went down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, when it has hazmat suit on, volunteering for the rescue, search and rescue, you know what I'm saying? That's volunteer. That's just volunteer work. And so it's kind of hard for me to elaborate and talk about it, because I found bodies and and military bodies and and kids and bodies and stuff down there, and that was very disturbing for me. So that was very disturbing.
Well, this is a nice remembrance of them, people, and have that flag there permanently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that we don't forget them, and we won't forget that day. And, history won't forget what happened in New York City. September 11, 2001.
Yes. That gave me a chill back then. So I'm getting the chills now, even thinking about it.
Yeah, I was in Boston when all that went down, and we were my mother and I, and everybody was out in the streets, and we're like, because we didn't know what happened, we're like, what the hell's going on? Why is everybody out?
Yeah.
Office workers, students, everybody told everybody to go home. The police were out directing traffic, telling them to get out of the city. And I called my father, and I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, a plane just went into the Pentagon. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean a plane went into the Pentagon? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
A plane crashed in. I'm like, what?
Another plane crashed into the building.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, what? Yeah. I thought he was making it up. And so I said, Ma, we got to go. So we take the subway back to Revere. And Dave, there wasn't a soul outside. There were no cars, no planes. It was the eeriest thing I have ever seen in my life.
Yep.
Nobody was outside. No one.
Yeah.
No people, no cars, no planes. It was so quiet. It was disturbing.
It was like it was just like at one of those normal what do you call it, holidays. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything just went
Holidays.
to a halt.
That was. I mean,
No,
that.
no, but I'm just saying it was just like a holiday. Everything just went to a halt.
Yeah, it all just got it was, but it was eerie. It was
It was
eerie. It
eerie.
really
Yeah.
was. Because I
Nothing.
didn't know what was going on. So we get home, and my father is watching the news, and I'm watching planes go into the buildings,
Yeah.
and I'm like, am I looking at that right? That the planes just went into the buildings?
Yeah. I saw the first plane go into the building, then the second one. Then one of them was supposed to head out to the White House, but it didn't. It went to Pennsylvania.
Right.
What I understand.
Yes. That's what they said. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I don't think
Yeah.
I'll ever forget. You know, there's just certain things that you will never forget where you were. And
No,
I'll never
I
forget
never
that.
got.
Never forget that.
Just by looking at that, uh,
I will
yeah,
never forget also the image of a photograph that went viral of a man that somebody got a picture of a man that was in the air because he jumped off from
yeah,
one of those buildings.
yeah,
And that he wasn't the only one. There were a
yeah.
bunch of people that jumped. That was just horrendous. That really was just
I mean,
horrendous.
yeah, I mean, all you saw was people flying out the window. You know what I'm saying? No, it's
Yeah.
flying out the window because they were so far up, and they couldn't even get to the elevator in time because of the fire in the elevator. Because you can't take the elevator because of the fire, right? You have to use the stairway. You know what I'm saying? And by the time you got down the stairway, right? It was like, they couldn't make it, so boom, and then they see the window, they fly right out. And it's like, okay, well, hey,
Yeah, they didn't want to get burned to death, Dave.
No.
I'm thinking that they didn't want to get burnt,
Well-
so they jumped.
Well, let me tell you, if I knew, okay, if I knew, okay, that I was trapped in a building, okay, look it,
Mhm.
either way, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, look, I can't get out of the building, and so it's either way. So it's either stay or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever,
Well, it was like they have a choice. It's either I jump and I'm gonna die either way. I'll just
Yeah.
rather jump and die on the ground rather than get burnt.
And peaceful. How would you feel? Okay, honestly, how would you feel? Uh, you know, you're at home. You're up in a plane. Okay, and your parents are at home, and you're calling your parents from the plane, and saying, "Mom, I'm sorry, but I love you. I care about you, but." The plane, we've been hijacked, and a plane's
Yeah,
going to
that
end
that
up going into
happened.
a building.
That happened quite a bit.
Yeah,
Some of them released their the voicemail of their loved ones sending a
yeah,
message to them. They actually
yeah.
aired it. They actually played it, and they're like, hey, I think this is it. Just want to let you know I love you, and all that stuff.
I'm not
It's hard.
coming home. I'm not coming home, and I
Right.
will. You
Exactly.
know.
Yep.
So
hmm
yeah, and and
that was a horrible day. I don't think I won't ever forget
I
that.
can't forget that. You know what I'm saying? I would never. It's horrible. That is one
The
of the.
just the images of the planes going into the
And
towers. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
and the scars and the scars that are still there. You know what I'm saying? The scars that are still
It's
there. You know what I'm saying?
unbelievable.
Yes, it
It's
is,
unbelievable.
and it's
And
really
you
hard
know,
to
there's
get.
a conspiracy theory about that as well, Dave.
Yeah, I know. You know, who said somebody said uh, who said who what representative I think it was Marjorie Taylor Greene. She says that the 9/11 was all fake. It was all staged.
Tucker Carlson did a show on that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tucker
Marjorie Taylor
Carlson.
Greene. Well, I don't know why she said that. Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't know why she
Well,
said
there.
that.
Oh,
That
that.
wasn't fake. That wasn't fake. I was there down there after the aftermath. That wasn't even fake.
No, I think
No,
was no. I don't think she was saying that it was fake. That it didn't happen. It was. It was an inside job, is what she means.
an inside job.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what she means.
yeah.
Not that it didn't happen. It was done
It's,
knowing the government, our government knew that it was going to
yeah,
happen.
yeah. You're right. And you have tears coming down your eyes and seeing that, you know. God.
Yeah, look, our government has done some really wild things. I mean,
Yeah,
things that are, we would probably be like, you've got to be kidding me that our government was involved in that. None of this like surprises me about,
yeah.
they're even saying that Israel was involved in that as well.
Well, I hope not, because if Israel was involved with that, then I don't have any use for Israel. Okay. Well, not that I already do have any use
Well,
for
no, they are saying that because somebody caught on camera while that was going on September 11th. They saw a van with a bunch of men celebrating the towers coming down. They actually got it
it.
on film, and they found out who the guys were. They were
You
from
got
Israel.
you got that film? Do you have that film?
I'll if I find it, I will save it and I will put it up.
Yeah, because I really want to take a look at that. I want to know
Yeah,
what
no,
really
it
I want to know I want to know what really happened. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I
well,
mean,
you're not. I mean, we're not. There's so many things that happened concerning our government that we're not really going to know the whole story. They're not. You know, Charlie Kirk is another example of that.
yeah,
JFK also.
yeah,
They
he's
were.
another,
Israel was involved with that too.
yeah.
Dave, you're never really gonna find the truth about any of this.
Oh, they'll never tell you. You just have to put these things together yourself,
You
Right.
and
know,
you have to.
this here, this here ground zero is been scarred. It's scarred for life. Don't matter if you put an American flag in there, it's scarred for life.
Well, I think that that's healing, though, having an American flag there. I think I would feel better if I saw an American flag there.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, but still, you know what I'm saying? It's seeing what happened and and being there after the aftermath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're saying. Hold on a second. I'm looking for that video that you are asking for, Dave.
Yeah,
Hold on a second. I found one on YouTube. I don't know if you want to see it.
I would love to see it.
Okay, hold on. Let me get it. Okay, here it is right here. Let me play it and see. Whoops, what happened? Oh, for crying out loud. They call them the 5 dancing Israelis on 9/11.
Really, I'm gonna dance on
Yeah, you
him.
got it. You got it. It's about
Yeah,
9 minutes, but let's see
go
what they
ahead.
say.
That's all right. If it's 9 minutes, that's fine.
Okay,
Let's
here
just
we
play
go.
it. Yeah.
A very interesting story. It is the story of the dancing Israelis. Now, I'm sure many of you might have a very vague recollection of the phrase dancing Israelis. And I'm guessing a lot of you probably think in your mind that it was some conspiracy theory or that it was fake or that it was some type of anti-Semitic stuff. It was 1000% real, so real to the point of the government having to declassify photos of the 5 dancing Israelis because of a Freedom of Information Act request. And I'm going to review everything that transpired related to the story. Now, the main part of the story did happen on September 11th, 2001 in New York City, but there was a lot of lead up and a lot of things that happened after the fact as well. A simple definition of the dancing Israelis were 5 men perched from an advantageous position in clear view of both towers, dancing, posing, and celebrating with a camera as the towers burned in the background. It was so noticeable, a bystander who was looking at the towers with binoculars over the top of the parking lot reported the 5 men to the police, along with their white van, which supposedly was part of their moving company, Urban Movers. The men left in their white van sometime after both towers were hit. At around 3 o'clock in the afternoon on September 11th, an alert went out to the police to look for this white van. A few hours later, they were able to track it down. The van was pulled over, and the men were investigated in New Jersey. The 5 Israelis originally denied having involvement in this event, saying their advantageous view was just a coincidence and that they got there after the first building was hit. However, it was later reported that the white van was seen there at around 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time before the first plane was hit. I should also make a note here that the 5 men claimed they saw the towers burning and that attracted them to the advantageous position. The U.S. government has confirmed that there are photographs that exist of the 5 men smiling, laughing, and even in one instance, holding up a lighter right under where one of the towers was burning. There were around 80 total photos. The arrested Israelis were caught with money in their socks and tested positive for explosive residue in their van and on their clothing. The company that they worked for, Urban Movers, was later found to be a shell company started by another Israeli. When the FBI went to question him 3 days after September 11th, he fled to Israel. It was said that there was an abnormal amount of computers located inside the moving company's offices. They were all seized by the FBI. The 5 men were held for 70 days and then deported back to Israel, where they later admitted on Israeli TV that they were in New York City as Mossad agents there to document the event. The Mossad is the National Intelligence Agency of Israel. So how is that really possible? What those men were insinuating was that at least a fraction of their government would have had some prior knowledge of September 11th, which would have allowed them to get in position and in an area with a view of the towers, which then enabled them to celebrate as the towers were burning. And remember, they originally lied. It wasn't until they were deported off U.S. soil that they told the truth on Israeli TV. The moving company was set up for a specific reason. We know this because it immediately dissolved after September 11th when the FBI started questioning the Israeli owner. Many people have tried to make sense of this and explain it away. A common belief is that the men were happy and joyous to see September 11th because it likely meant U.S. involvement in the Middle East, potentially hurting Israel's enemies. I guess that is an explanation for the happiness, which in and of itself is extremely dark, but it's not realistic considering everyone thought after the first plane hit the North Tower that it was a pilot error or some sort of accident. These men knew. And it doesn't really explain the situation. Here you have 5 men who have admitted to at least doing some type of recon mission in New York City under a shell company that was run by another Israeli that got immediately dissolved after September 11th. They would have likely known the day and the time frame when the event was going to happen and then got deported from the United States, went back to Israel, and then admitted they worked for Israeli intelligence trying to explain why they were in the position ready and waiting for the towers to be hit. It also is worth noting that there was an Israeli art student ring active in Florida monitoring the hijackers. Florida is where the hijackers took their flight school. If you are unfamiliar, the Israeli art student ring refers to a controversial phenomenon from the early 2000s involving individuals often described as Israeli art students who visited U.S. government facilities, military bases, and the homes of federal employees. They claimed to be selling or promoting art, but were suspected by some to be engaging in surveillance or espionage activities. A French intelligence agency later reported that, according to the FBI, Arab terrorists and suspected terror cells lived in Phoenix, Arizona, as well as Miami and Hollywood, Florida, between December 2000 and April 2001, right near Israeli spy cells. The report suggested that Mossad agents were monitoring Mohammed Atta and other hijackers leading up to the attacks. It's commonly known that Israeli spy cells were located all over the United States leading up to September 11th. In August of 2001, 1 month before September 11th, the Mossad reportedly alerted the FBI and the CIA that up to 200 terrorists were entering the United States and planning a, quote, major attack on the United States. That is important information, but it doesn't explain the 5 men, the fake moving company, and the knowledge of the event happening at the specific time, at the specific place, targeting the specific building. They were cheering for a reason. That reason was likely this. Since September 11th, 2001, the United States has spent $8 trillion on wars and related activities in the Middle East and other surrounding regions. A 2004 memo disclosed the deportation of over 100 operating Mossad agents from 2000 to 2001, including the dancing men arrested in New Jersey. The memo goes on to detail the location of the Israeli spy cells in relation to the hijackers. It says in June of 2001, just 2 or 3 months before the September 11th hijackings, 15 of the 19 future hijackers were living in Hollywood, Florida, 9 in the town itself and 6 in surrounding towns. Hollywood, for months, had been and would continue to be the staging ground for the hijacking of the World Trade Center planes and the Pennsylvanian plane. Among the Israeli groups, more than 30 lived in the Hollywood area, 10 in Hollywood itself. The memo later goes on to say, in regards specifically to the 5 Israeli men, that on that day being 9/11, immediately after the first aircraft hit the North Tower, a resident of New Jersey, just across the Hudson River from Lower Manhattan, became alarmed when she saw a group of men celebrating, quote, on the roof of a white van in the parking lot of her apartment building. She wrote down the license plate number of the van and called the police. The police were told that the men were, quote, posing, dancing, and laughing against the background of the disaster, which could be plainly seen across the river. The men were smiling and exchanging high fives. An FBI alert was promptly issued saying, quote, vehicle possibly related to New York terrorist attack, white 2000 Chevrolet van with New Jersey registration, with Urban Moving Systems sign on back, seen at the time of the first impact of jetliner into World Trade Center. 3 individuals with van were seen celebrating after initial impacts and subsequent explosion. FBI Newark field officers requested that, if the van is located, hold for prints and detain individuals. Sources close to the investigation said that they found in the van, quote, maps of the city with certain places highlighted, adding that, quote, it looked like they knew what was going to happen. One of the Israelis, as he was being detained by the police, said, quote, we are Israeli. We are not your problem. Your problems are our problems. The Palestinians are the problem. As for the Mossad warning to the United States a month before September 11th, it says, quote, the FBI and the CIA officials were advised in August that as many as 200 terrorists were slipping into the United States and planning, quote, a major assault on the United States. Mossad, however, was very vague and didn't give specific details on a date, time, or place on when it could potentially be happening.
Yeah.
You believe that crap?
Yeah. I mean, wow.
You believe that?
That's
I
insane.
believe
What I tell you?
It's insane. That is insane. That's it. That's that shit is insane. That is insane.
It's amazing. Like Dave, like James is saying here, we still are giving money to Israel.
Yeah.
We're still
I don't
doing
know
it.
why. I don't know
still
why
doing
we're
it.
giving.
This
I
is
don't know why.
2001 and before.
Yeah.
What?
know
Yeah. What
why.
did happen to America? Not. I don't know. It hasn't been here for a very long time. You know,
Yeah.
because we're always so busy with the Middle East for whatever reason. I don't know why. But look at what this is how they treat us.
Yeah.
This is how Israel treats us after we give them trillions of dollars, like it said in that video, trillions of
Yep.
dollars. And they still want more money from us.
Yeah.
And they do kill Americans and they kill Christians. They don't like us. They don't like anybody. Let me tell you. They don't like.
And what other places that they are killing Christians?
Well, they're doing it in the Middle East.
Yeah.
They are in Africa. I think it's Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria.
Nigeria, yeah, Nigeria. They're killing all kinds of Christians over there. I mean, I'm a Christian myself, and and I get I'm like, oh my God, they are slaughtering Christians over there in Nigeria, and I'm like, oh my, and here I am.
Do you remember I showed you the strike that the U.S. did? I think it was on, I don't know if it was a ship or something in Nigeria. And what have we heard since then, Dave? Nothing.
Nothing. We haven't even heard anything about it. Not at all. You're right.
Nothing.
I agree. Yep. And I think I agree with
That
James.
was one time, and that's it. Yeah, it's AIPAC in Israel. That's right.
Yeah, AIPAC and Israel lobby, Dave, and that's why the U.S. keeps sending money and weapons. Well, I mean, I already knew that. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew that.
Yeah,
shipments
and
in Israel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Syria too. Yeah. Yep.
Syria, yeah. Nigeria.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been happening.
Yeah, Nigeria has been killing Christians for years, but Syria and Christians have been harassed in Syria, and especially.
James knows it all.
Yeah, oh yeah, because he looks it up too.
He remembers all the names of the cities. Like, how does he remember Bashar al-Assad?
He's got a James is good. Honestly though, James, James has got a sharp mind too. You know what I'm saying? And he remembers all those names.
I can't remember those Muslim names. I could, and the cities, forget it. But he remembers them.
Well,
those are not names to remember. But
James is a smart guy, man.
James, if I ever build my own business, man, you and Jake, you and my son Jake and stuff, we'll hire some geeks. I'm telling you, man, people are smart.
Oh yeah, but he's right. I mean that's what's going on, and has been going on for a while. And it's been going on since the Roman times when they killing the Christians then too. So
yeah. It's been going on, for the Roman times, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, but our money, our tax dollars are going to these wars, especially in the Middle East.
Yeah,
especially in the Middle East. So, yeah, and again, this has been going on for so long.
Yeah.
That how do we break this now? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, how do we like James said, America first. The lobbies, the donors, domestic and foreign, like how do we stop like $100 million giving a candidate $100 million and then be influenced by that person because of the money that they gave them? Like, should there be a cap on this?
That should be a cap. Yes, there should be a cap on it. That way,
it's all about the money.
Yeah, not so that way not too much money goes out. But like Eric said, it's about the money. You know what I'm saying? It's not about.
It is, but how do we stop it? I mean, how do we? Right now, what's going on right now? Because the trend is anti-Israel. You have a candidate from Florida, James Fishback, who's a Republican, who says he will not give money from Florida to Israel.
You see what James said? Add another merchandise.
He remembers all the capitals of the United States, Canadian provinces, capitals, and other territories. It's insane, LOL. Also know all the kings and queens of the UK and other monarchies. Yeah, I don't know how he remembers all that stuff.
Oh, he does. He looks it all up. I'm telling you.
He does.
I'm going to tell you something. James knows how to make a map. Okay, he knows how to make a map.
Yeah, we heard that Boomer was running for state senator. That's great. I
Good.
hope he gets in this time. I hope
Yep,
does
Boomer, yep.
win.
I hope. You know what I'm saying? That
I
I'm
hope
gonna have.
people will get out and vote like they're supposed to get out and vote.
Well,
So yeah,
I'm
how
going.
do we change this, Dave? How do we, how do we do this? I don't know. Everybody's trying to figure it out. Everybody who's sick of this crap that's going on in the
Why don't we just cap it? You know what I'm saying? Put a cap on it. I mean, that's the only way, right?
No, I know, but how can we get it done? That's the question. How
can you
do
move
we
forward with
Right.
all these people going against you? Everybody's going against you.
Well,
So yeah, how do we, James says we need a third party. He says to stop with the two-party system, which is the Democrats and the Republicans. I mean, is that one way? Is it an offshoot? Like I said, James Fishback, who's a Republican, an offshoot from these main parties that we have, the two main parties that we have that won't give money to Israel? Is that another answer? Do you know what I mean? Like how do we capping donations, 5,000 or 10,000, and that's it? That's the limit one time. I mean, this has got to stop because nothing is getting done for our country and for the people in it. It's going all to everybody else.
Yeah, it is.
We're working for everybody else.
Yes.
We are working for other countries, and
well,
we don't everything
there
else.
There is one way. There is one way we could, get another party involved. They're not have a two-party system, so there is another way we can get.
But they're not prominent,
involved.
Dave. Yeah, there are other there are, but how do we make them mainstream? How do we make for instance, the Libertarian Party like the Republican and the Democrat Party? Because they're not even close. I believe there's one candidate that's Libertarian that's running for state senator. Maybe
I don't know because I'm on. Because I'm on enroll. So I mean, I can go either way. So I don't know.
Right, I know, but I'm saying what I'm trying to say, like Eric said, how do we change this? How do we make a dent? Like, how do we, as people, the people in this country, how can we get together and
file a petition? Go to the city hall, file a petition.
Right, but then you got to get people to go out there and actually sign it. You got to get people to sign it. And
I mean, you got petitions.
The Libertarian Party, I don't know that they already have, a party. They're all set. You know what I'm saying? It's how do they get to tap into mainstream? How can we make the Libertarian Party or whatever party more attractive other than the Democrats and the Republicans? You know what I mean? So that people can say, I can identify with it. Like I can identify with the Libertarian Party right now.
Yeah.
I did a live on that yesterday or the other day. I don't remember. What does James say? James Fishback is also advocating, yes, for the OnlyFans tax up to 50%. That's a bit wonky to try. I heard he wants to use that money towards helping people buy home. Yeah, we need other parties. Yeah, James is big on other parties.
Yep.
Yeah, and we need to make it easier for them to qualify for debates.
Yeah.
They need better media coverage. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how do we do this? Like even Thomas Massey, for instance, who doesn't take any AIPAC money, he's never in the media. Hardly ever.
Yes.
Hardly ever. How do we get these people in the forefront? Like James Fishback and others. How do we get them out there with exposure and all that? I've always, do we need a shadow government or something? Do we need
maybe
like shadow or something to like, we need our own TV stations to do this? I mean, geez.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, is that what needs to happen?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many people on YouTube, that talk about these things like we're doing. Well, I mean, how, do we have to take it to another level and actually have like a TV so that we can reach more people? and we can talk about, other candidates, other parties, and APAC, and all this stuff that we talk about.
I really want to get back. I really want to get back on X or Telegram so we can reach more people. I want to try to hook up with Telegram. You know what I'm saying, with my StreamYard.
Telegram? No, you don't want to go on Telegram.
Or X. You know what I'm saying. So I mean, X is probably the only best one, because X is like Twitter. It's like, everybody's on it. You know what I'm saying? And you can
got some good. There are good accounts on X. There are some really good accounts there, and plus it's run by Elon Musk, who's supposedly with free speech. But he did suspend one guy's account. Somebody did. It needs to be reinstated. Don't forget the Electoral College. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Electoral College votes.
We have to have the Electoral College. That has to happen, or else the majority. We're not a democracy. We have to be a republic. So
yeah,
that can't change. I don't believe in changing that. The Libertarian Party is for the Constitution. I think Thomas Massey talks about the Libertarian Party. He says he leans that way. A lot of Republicans lean Libertarian. And I'm one of them. I was a Republican. I was a registered independent in Massachusetts, and I registered independent in another state, in Tennessee. So I am attracted to the Libertarian.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I went unenrolled is because I want to get a better understanding, of what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I want to get a better understanding for what's going on. I didn't do it. I didn't change my party because of what's, because of the issues. I didn't do it. That's not why I did it. Okay.
Right.
I changed my party is because I want to get a better understanding, you know what I'm saying, of what's going on in government. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I changed it, because it's, too many people saying this and too many people saying that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm better off, you know what I'm saying, staying, unenrolled. Don't be involved with a Democrat. Don't be involved with a Democratic Party or a Republican Party. You know what I'm saying? So that's
They're
why
the same, Dave, anyway. There's really no difference between the two parties. I mean, look at D.C., what's going on in D.C. Nothing's happening in Congress. What needs to get done, and with that big, beautiful bill that President Trump was taking a fit over because Thomas Massey and others didn't vote for it, and they're not even codifying it. And if the Democrats get in, it's the same thing is going to happen. It's going to get worse. They could open up the borders again.
Yeah.
Crime is going to go up again. I mean, we cannot have the Democrats back in.
No, I don't want the Democrats back in. You know what I'm saying?
No, they can't go back in. They can't be trusted. Look at what they did under the Biden administration. They cannot get back in.
Biden opened up all the borders and let everybody in, and that's how this whole problem started in the first place.
Exactly. So what are you going to have it again? If they get back in, they're going to do the same thing Biden did. They're going to reverse all of President Trump's executive orders. Nothing is going to get passed. Borders are going to get open again. And we're going to have high crime. ICE could be demolished. Like they could just get rid of it. They're gonna destroy this country like they almost did under Biden.
Yeah.
But I don't see Congress and the Senate doing anything any better at this point.
Well, something has to change. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right.
But
exactly.
anyways, my show has already ended. I just went over because there was a lot to talk about. So, and I'm glad I went over it. So already like 9:34 already. So and then so it's like Mondays and Saturdays is my show, and that's my schedule, and I'm going to keep it like that.
All right.
Hello? So I mean, if you want to say something, you want to say something else. I mean,
no, I don't. Eric's been very quiet. I don't.
So Eric, you want to say something before I leave?
No, I'm all good. I was just taking it all in, doing some research and stuff.
There's a lot of information here, and I really don't think a lot of people are aware of it. Like you, Dave, when I brought it up. But I think for me, it's when I was doing those standouts is when I started to realize, something wasn't right. Do you know what I'm saying? Like with those
Yeah.
standouts, I'm like, something's not right here. This is bizarre. I've never seen anything like it before. And I knew something was off when I was
Yeah.
going to those standouts in Swampscott. And that's when I started to ask questions. It's like something is wrong here.
Yeah.
And it's like with the standouts, with the state troopers being there, the feds were there too, Dave. They were in like unmarked cars. We didn't even know. Well, people
crazy.
didn't know.
Yeah.
Like that's the feds. That's the feds. They're taking pictures of us, which they did do, and
Yeah.
and then you had the Swampscott police there too. So we had 3 law enforcement agencies at the standouts in Swampscott. Swampscott, it's a
Yeah.
town of 15,000.
50,000 people. Yeah.
15,000 people. We had 3
Mhm.
law enforcement, federal, state, and local. They were all there. And I'm like, this is too weird. It
Yeah.
was just too weird. And it's like, that's when my whole perspective changed. I hope I can make it to the next one since, yeah, you should come back, Dave. I mean, James. And Eric, too. Pure
Well, yeah. Well, you know what it is. Sometimes, it's schedules. You know what I'm saying? So schedules. So but
Yeah, and that's another thing James brought up too, and I think that's important. These bills need to be divvied up,
yep.
a section at a time, so that we know what's in it. We should know what's in these bills. They're using our money for this. We have a right to know.
That's right. We do. We have a right to know. Yeah, you're right.
Where it's going, and they pass these bills that has nothing to do with us at all. It all goes to radical left-wing propaganda organizations and abroad.
Yeah.
And you know what it is too, Annalisa? We live
What?
in a society where a lot of these people don't care what these bills have to say anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't blame them. Who would want to read thousands of pages of bills? You have to. I thought President Trump was going to do that. I thought he mentioned that at one point where he said he was going to make it simpler, and so that we know, like, the economy, the defense, and break it up and keep this
Right.
Congress busy because they're doing nothing.
Yeah.
Keep these guys busy.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yes. All right. So, everyone, it's going to be Mondays and Saturdays, and that's it. I'm not doing Sundays because I'm not doing Sundays. Oh my God. It's like 3 days in a row, like Mondays, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be like 3 days in a row. No. So it's Mondays and Saturdays. I'm going to keep it at 6:30 to 9 o'clock. And James says he's hoping that he can come on Saturday. So, but I hope he can too. So that way we can have everybody come on and, and put their own opinion in. So my show has ended, and, and I will see you guys Saturday and at 6:30 to 9 o'clock. And, and I will be sending the link out. I'll be sending all the links out at 6 o'clock, so everybody can get them. But don't come in until 6:30.
All right. Good night, everybody. It was great talking to everyone. I'll talk to you guys.
Good night. Good night, everyone. James, thank you for coming on. Linda, thank you for coming on. Let's see who else was coming on here.
Eric.
Eric, thank you for coming on again. I'll see you on Saturday. And Linda, thank you for coming on. And thank you for coming into the studio and putting your opinion in. Your opinion matters. James' opinion matters.
She wanted to talk about rent control. We should talk about rent control.
Yes. So, so she would. Well, yes. So we're gonna Saturday. We're gonna talk about rent control. on Saturday. You know,
And God knows what else is going to happen in between
and
that. Oh God.
yes, and yeah, God knows what else is going to happen.
I'm scared. I'm
So,
scared.
yeah. I am scared too. I mean,
scared.
yeah, yes.
I don't know. Bills
Oh
should be
wait,
single topic. Correct. Correct.
so
Single
yes,
topic only. Yep.
bill should be a single topic only. So
Mhm.
we're going to talk about rent control on Saturday, and and then Elisa, think about something to talk about on Saturday.
Oh, there's always something to talk about.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe, stay angry, and hold your politicians accountable. So take care, everybody.
Good
Have
night,
a great
everyone.
night.
Thank you.
Good night. See you Saturday. See you Saturday, 6:30 to 9
9.
o'clock. 9 on Saturday. Have a
Okay.
good one.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. So it was a good show tonight. I'm glad to have Annalisa back on, on my show. We talked about a lot of things, and we talked about the bus terminal. We talked about the bus terminal at first, and we also, we talked about the bus terminal. In 2 weeks, they ain't gonna have no more security guards over there. So, but hey, thank you guys, for coming on. I appreciate it. And we'll see you on Saturday from 6:30 to 9 with Annalisa, Eric, and also James if he can. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. And take care. This is Dave Mead for Over Media News. We always bring the news and bring a little bit of the weather. Hey, I love the Patriots, man. When the Patriots won 28-16, that was awesome. So, so take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night.